Welcome back to the Wasteland, my friends. Once more into the Wasteland we go. We left last session with you having got the train that had been derailed by raiders, and you took the goods. I assume you took the goods. I didn't notice it in anybody's inventory, but oh no, we didn't find the goods. The goods weren't on the train, were they? That's right. Sorry.
So you weren't.
Yeah. You were told of a nearby. No, you weren't. You weren't told of anything actually. You were told of the direction that the raiders went by scavengers that you found at the train site. That's right. So there were scavengers at the train site, and they told you the direction that the raiders went that had done the train job. You killed the scavengers even after the last one begged for his life. Tank, you just splattered them with your board.
Well, we didn't want to kill them, but one of us wasn't.
Mr. Tank had something to say about that. And then you have went in the direction. Oh yeah, you met brother. I forget his name. He's here in my things. Let me just check his name again. Brother Landon, who was the worshipper of Atom, who told you about that and about how he had heard a radio signal about somebody called the last son of Atom, and he was going to join. He was going on a pilgrimage to join his church, and you let him go away to do that, and then you went off in the said direction of the raiders, and that's where we ended our last session. I made you all do I think a perception check, or it was to spot something anyway. And Tank, you were the one that didn't notice. So that's where we pick up this session. What you didn't notice, and I could just reveal it on the map now, is...
Oh, yay.
A machine gun turret. The other three of you do, and you see, I should have revealed that. You see a door there. It goes into what appears to be some sort of bunker. You see that?
Yes.
It's on the black. It goes off the map. If you look to the right, to the far right of the map, onto the black, it goes to there. You can see there's actually a door. What appears to be some sort of bunker. Now,
If I notice that turret, I'm going to hide behind a rock.
okay, so yeah, PCs can notice the turret before they trigger their sensors. So that was the three of you except Tank noticed it, and okay. So you can avoid its sensors and sneak close to it if you want by making an agility and sneak test with a difficulty of 1. Or you can do what do you want to do. But you spot this. Tank hasn't spotted it, but the three of you have.
I'll just try and sneak.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Because am I good with tech? Just to see.
Tank just ran up like, Tank go smash.
No.
I look at this woman over here, it's like, come. Like it points up here.
I'll get everyone to do their initiative orders.
If he is going to run up, then it doesn't matter if we do or do not roll for sneak, because focus is already on the big tank. He is our tank.
Well, there will be an initiative order to deal with, so pause there, and then we'll do initiative.
Okay.
You go first, but then we go into initiative, but we need to get initiatives up, so everybody put their initiatives up on screen. So you click your token, and then you... There we go. It's done doubles of some of them. Right, hang on. I'm just going to delete them all. So apologies, guys, that did it. If you could do it again.
Oh, absolutely, no problem.
Usually.
I mean, we could possibly take it out before it goes off, I guess.
Well, that's our initiative orders anyway. So, I believe that, well, we can't just say that because Chris moved his token first, he gets to go first. If everybody is wanting to do different things, then we'll use the initiative order. That's what it's for, and you won't get to go first, Chris. Apologies. But what does everybody want to do then, and then we'll decide how it goes down, I suppose. You can attempt to sneak up to it. And the difficulty is on screen here for me if I just check again. You can avoid its sensors and sneak close. So close means anywhere in the same zone as it, which is the semicircle, obviously.
Okay.
You can see the zones, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can creep into its zones without setting off its sensors by making an agility sneak test with a difficulty of 1. So that's an option if you want to do that on your turn. What does everybody want to attempt to do on their turns, and then we'll see how it goes down.
I do want to sneak.
You want to attempt to sneak, okay? I don't think Tank wants to.
No,
Has
he
anyone
doesn't
even
know that there's.
I'm oblivious.
Yeah, I was
so
about to say,
unless someone was going to tell me,
has anyone
that there
told
was a
Tank
fucking
about
turret.
it yet? Well, we've got Norm first in the initiative order, so everybody's going to have a chance. You're last in the order. Everybody's going to have a chance to tell you. Right, so Norm, you're going first, and you're going to attempt to sneak. What's Red Alert going to attempt to do?
I'm gonna attempt to sneak. So my question is Norm going to go up north of it, like go this way?
I would say yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna attempt to go this way. I'm gonna see if I can get to the
do
boxes on the
succeed my
right side of it.
Okay, well, we don't need to decide what everybody's doing. We will just go in order. So if you want to go first, Norm, with your sneak. So you have managed to sneak. So that gets you into the next zone without it triggering its sensors. Now, remember, that'll only take you just over the line into the next zone, because movement is anywhere in the same zone or onto the next zone with a minor action. So your minor action gets you to there. If you wanted to move right up to it, which is movement again in the same zone, that would be another minor action. So you can use your major action to do another minor action, or you can spend an action point to do an extra minor action, and you can still...
We have 4. But
I was reading action points before, and I just want to double check, because I'm sure you can't. I'm not sure if you can actually use it on movement. You can do it on other minor actions, but I'm sure movement's excluded, on what you can
isn't
do with
movement a minor action?
it is, but I don't think... I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that you can't use your action points to do an extra movement. But I might be tripping. I might be imagining that. I've got some cheat sheets here, and some nice rule summaries, but I can't find it now.
Point.
We'll just stay with the way we've been doing it for now until I revise that, but
18.
yeah, it's a minor action to move, and it's 1 action point to do an extra movement, because it's an extra minor action. Minor actions. You can attempt 1 major and 1 minor action on your turn in combat. You cannot take more than 1 move, 2 minor and 2 major actions per turn. Action points can be spent on these, +1 to tests. So it says you cannot take more than 1 movement, 2 minor and 2 major actions per turn. So you can only do 1 movement per turn.
So yeah, then they actually say movement is a separate thing.
Yeah. You can still do other things this turn, though, because that is only a minor action to do 1 movement. Are you checking it?
Yeah, you're gonna take more than 2 minor actions, 2 major actions on your turn by any means. You're gonna take more than 1 movement action per turn.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So what I'm saying is
Yeah.
right. You can't use your action points to do extra movement. You can do them on
Nope.
other actions, but not on movement. Which is
Nope. And you can take more than 2 minor or 2 major actions.
which makes being prone more powerful, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I like that. So what do you want to do with your rest of your, if anything?
I am going to stay behind that rock and after that, I want to
okay.
sneak closer to it because
I'd say-
I'm going
I'd
to
say-
try to.
I'd say that rock there counts as 1 dice of cover, right?
Could still be enough. Could be a life-saving dice.
Now, cover, how you do cover is if somebody shoots you for damage, you then roll that number of damage dice, and I think it's every effect. I think if you roll an effect, you reduce damage by that much. That's how cover works. So that set of stones, I'll give it a one cover rating.
Okay.
Could do just while we're here. Do them all. The big rocks 3, the wooden crates 2s.
Yeah, that sounds right because you know with the boxes you have a little more cover going that way.
Okay. So, are you taking cover behind them then? You get to, when you're in cover, no. Right, sorry, no, are you going...
If
are you
it's a rock, I would say it is 2 combat dice because 1 combat dice of cover is foliage and wood, and this is a
Okay.
rock.
So even the small rock we'll say is a 2 then, okay.
Rubble, ruined brick walls, and metal
Yeah.
fencing are 2.
Yeah, I'll say that even the small rock will make a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would say, but
Good
it's
shout,
all up to
Skin.
you, of course.
Are you checking the rules? I love that. Good shout.
Yeah, I always have the book nearby when we're playing. So
I've got the PDF open for it. Like, nice, okay. Right, okay. Are you doing anything else? Sorry. When you're, I was reading also before. If you're prone behind cover, you get to re-roll one of your cover dice. So there is advantages and disadvantages to being prone. Like, so if somebody's close to you when they attack you when you're prone, they've got. It makes it easier. But if somebody's at medium range, it makes it harder to attack you when you're prone. So it's got advantages and disadvantages prone. It's quite interesting in this game.
yeah, I'm just staying low, of course, because I'm
Okay.
sneaking.
Down
Okay.
low.
And you've got 2 dice of cover there. Okay. Red alert.
Red alert. Basically, he can that right there. Let me, sorry,
Behind those
give me one
boxes is
second.
2 cover as well.
With my recon sensors, am I able to detect any enemies about?
How far do they
Besides-
detect?
Yeah,
Did they
that's-
detect underground? What's... Okay, have you got that? I'll pull up your character sheet actually and read it.
Yeah. It's a reduced difficulty to test to detect hidden enemies minimum by 1. Yeah, it says. Yeah, it's under gear.
It's under gear.
Yeah. To attempt
Reduce
to
difficulty
hide
of
plus
test to detect hidden opponents by 1. Enemies visible to you who attempt... right, so visible people, so people hidden behind cover, hidden behind things, right? Okay, so it's not going to tell you...
Yeah, or sneaking.
Yeah, or sneaking, so it's not going to tell you if there's people in the bunker through the door, because...
Oh, no.
Yeah, but it would tell you if there
No,
was somebody hiding there, a test to see if there's somebody hiding there, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's just he's just trying to sense if there's anybody else, like maybe
Okay,
trying to
okay.
hide somewhere, like you know they might be hiding in the snow or hiding in the area.
In that case, make me, and it would be perception, survival, unless you can think of something other than survival that it would work on, with a difficulty of 0, because it would be 1,
Okay.
and we'll reduce it to 0 because of that recon mod that you've got.
Okay.
Roll me that. So perception and survival, unless you can think of something that works better than survival.
No, that works fine for me.
It's a
boom,
success.
That's a 1. That's 3 successes.
3 successes.
So gain 3 action points because it was difficulty 0.
Then we are back. We are at full.
Back up to 6.
All right. So
With
I
one
don't
left
see
over.
anybody there.
Nope, you don't. Sorry, yes, you don't see anybody, and not just that you don't see anybody. You're safely, you can safely say that there's nobody there. You're sure there's no one there.
Okay. All right. So Red Alert basically scans around, sees nobody around. He notices this thing right here. So he wants to like literally hold his action in case something does pop up or this thing triggers to attack somebody. So he wants to
Okay.
hold like I don't know. There's a hold action
Well-
that he can actually shoot it.
There's not really hold action, and you have done something this turn with doing a scan. So
Okay.
I would say you can't. I don't think there is really a hold action in it. So unless you want to do something else, that's it. I don't think there is a hold action option. I mean, there should
No,
be.
that's
We
fine.
we could probably work out how to do it, but I haven't really
Oh, no, that's fine.
come across it yet. So
No. So what it does is that his head turns to Tank's area and it's like, warning, big one. There is a gun this way, and he basically his big arm points that way.
okay. So you're telling Tank about it. I'll say for hold action, we can do that in future. You can just move to the end of the.
There is a major action ready.
There is a major action ready, is there?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Describe a situation you expect to occur, and choose a major action you will perform when it does. If that action occurs before the start of your next turn, you may perform that major action immediately, interrupting other characters' actions as necessary.
There we go.
If more than one character has readied an action for the same situation, their readied actions occur in initiative order.
So your minor action was to scan. Your major action is to ready. And what you're saying, you're going to ready to, if it starts firing, you're going to pop out and fire back.
Yeah, he's going to use his laser gun in his built in his hand and shoot it
Okay.
before it starts shooting somebody.
Cool.
Ooh. Can I take your hand because I want a laser weapon?
No, thank you, sir. It's built in me.
Right, okay, so you're holding your major action, and we can do it. Thanks for looking, Scoon. Appreciate that. Right, okay, so, Ronnie, it's your turn.
Me?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Has anyone killed anyone yet? Or injured anyone?
No.
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 Scoon, I would say that you're getting closer to it. Sorry, Martin, I'll come right back to you in a second. But before I forget, you notice it has got a panel, like a computer control panel, on the bottom of the turret, on the base of it. Sorry, go back to... that's you, Martin. Sorry.
So we didn't really come up with a plan, right? But I guess we're stealthing closer. Is the rough idea?
Well, Norm's going to Norm's trying to stealth up there, but that's as far as he can move in his turn.
Yeah, I think I'll do this thing. Can I try and stealth to the boxes with 2 on it? Or is that going to be too far because it's in another zone?
So anywhere within the same zone and moving to the next zone is a movement. So you can move to anywhere within this zone, or you can move to like anywhere along the line in one.
Okay.
So
Kind of want to move. I want to move here,
Well,
basically.
not far down here. No, you could only move as far as here, just within the line.
So I can't dash or anything to get there.
Nah, that's
faster?
what that's what we were just looking at just now. Apparently, you
Ah.
can't use extra actions to do extra movements. There is only one movement per round. So you could get to just over the line. So you're within this zone. So you're within this close range with the turret.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna see me, so I guess I'll just. Yeah, I guess I can sneak here.
Yes.
And then I'll do that.
And that's foliage. So
Sprint.
I'll give it a 1. I reckon that's foliage. So I'll
Sprint.
give it a 1.
Oliver,
Yeah.
print.
Brent.
It's a major action, a major movement action. You move up to 2 zones to anywhere within long range.
Okay. So what was that? Sorry, say again. Sprint.
Sprint.
It's a major action, right? So you can move to there.
Yeah.
So I can.
But
okay,
that
well,
means you're not able to attack anymore.
So is that?
That's fine.
Or it would cost you
That's
2 action
fine.
points to attack. To be fair, 'cause
Yeah.
that's your major action spent. So it's a major action to sprint, and it's 2 moves, right? Okay, sorry.
But
I'm
it
happy
takes
with
2
that.
action points for a major action again.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Do I need to roll for stealth to see if anyone sees me?
You can.
Or...
Yeah, because you're now within its zone. So moving within its zone, you are going to have to roll stealth, and it was a difficulty of 1, and the roll was agility and sneak. Agility and sneak with a difficulty of 1.
Okay. I got.
You got 0 successes. Would you like to spend a luck and re-roll one of them?
Yeah. Did we get all our luck back, or have we
No,
not?
I've decided for now. I think I'm going to refresh luck every level.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
I've
we're
got
doing the
enough
quick.
left yet.
We're doing the quick level up option, so I think I'll refresh luck once a level.
Okay, I've still got. Yeah, that's fine. I'll use the luck point.
So you can re-roll 1 dice.
Okay, so I just do that's 1 d20, isn't
Just
it?
1
on the thing?
d20, and you want a 9.
Okay.
Oh, you failed. Okay, so it sees you and it's going to open fire.
Yeah, even though I'm behind a box, do I not get some cover for
You're
being
going to
behind
get
the
2 dice
boxes?
worth of cover, yes, but it is going to see you. And
Okay.
it'll attack on its turn, which will be now. So it's going to shoot at you, and you've got 2 dice of cover. I'm going to double check the cover rolls as well, but
Yeah, if it is targeting a body part that is behind that cover, it only goes takes away those 2 attack damage dice on those targets.
but if it's
So
just
if the head would be fully visible, and the target is the head, you get all damage dice.
but she's
If it's the feet and the feet are behind it, then those damage dice go down,
But I would
go
say
away.
she can duck down behind the boxes. They're big boxes. She can cover all body parts behind the box.
Yeah, then
she's-
it's on all body
And
parts.
will you read cover while you're there, Scoon, and just see exactly how we work cover? So it's going to take its turn now, unless you want to spend any action points to do anything this turn. It has. So it's not shooting yet, Martin. But say it's like seen you, and it's like the motor started to go, and the guns are started to whirl, and it's just about to. It's turning to aim at you, and it's about to start shooting.
Yeah, go
Oliver.
for it.
Yeah. And
Well, it's
Max
like,
gets to go now.
Yeah, as I was holding my action, I didn't know if I could attempt a shot at it.
So yeah, we get to interrupt other players, it said, in the hold action. So before you decide if you want to spend any action points, you can pause your turn there, Martin. Red alert's going to shoot.
All right, so
yeah.
I
Go for it.
want to use one of the action points to give me another dice to shoot it.
Okay, so you're spending an action point and you're rolling 3 dice.
Mhm.
So you you do your roll, and it'll ask you if you want to spend any dice, and you just press 1. And that's you down to 5 action
Okay.
points.
Okay. All right.
Roll away.
And 1 additional. Come on, there you go. Submit.
Ooh, that's
2
2
successes.
You're back up to 6 action points. You're back up to the full action points. And
Alright.
you have landed a hit. So before we go back to Martin, you get to roll damage on that.
Okay, do I need a roll where it needs the hit box or?
I'm not sure. Let me double check. I've got a character sheet for it here.
Yeah, I believe it would be also a robot. In a way.
No, it just has body.
Okay.
So no, it's just
Body turret.
Yeah, it's just. It doesn't have body parts.
Okay.
Yeah, it just has body.
Okay.
So there's no body parts, but you can just cripple its main body, I guess.
Can I use one of the action points to get extra damage?
Yes, you can. Wait, no. Are you shooting? Because it's not action points to get extra dice when you're shooting. When you're shooting,
Also, you can also use action points.
and then you don't have to use your fire rate. Okay, but if you've got a
Still.
fire rate on the gun you're using, Max,
Yeah.
has it got a rate of
Yeah,
fire?
it's a fire rate. Yeah, 2.
So you can spend up to another 2 dice.
No, the action point is only with melee.
Yeah, action points is melee. So
With weapons, you need the fire rate. Yes.
if you just spend instead of spending 1 bullet this turn, you're spending 3 bullets. You can add an extra 2 dice here.
Okay, I
on the
will.
damage.
I'll do that.
So that's how you do it. You just spend 3 bullets instead of spending 1, and you can add 2 dice. That's what
Okay.
the fire rate of 2 is. You can add an extra 2 shots per round. So you're going.
Okay.
Hey, 9 with piercing. 9 with 3 piercing.
Oh, that could be a one-hit kill.
Now, are we double sure that 3 piercing effects means that goes through 3 points, or is it still just piercing 1? It only goes through 1 point, no matter how many effects are rolled.
Every effect you roll is the
It's 1.
effect.
Yeah. So it goes through 3 points of armor. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. We are learning the rules. So this machine gun turret has a damage reduction of 1. So it takes 8 damage. Oh. Now these things have got a lot of hit. No, it doesn't have a lot of hit points, because that's wrong. There we go.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is. I mean, it's not bleeding or anything because it's machine gun turret, but it's like some of the panels are starting to come loose from each other, and there's big dents and holes in it, and it's smoking a little bit. But it's still spinning and it's still firing, and it's now we unpause Martin's turn, and it's back to Ronnie.
Yeah, she's fine. She just wants to stay there and not get hit.
Stay in your cover.
Can she see it?
Okay.
Can she see anything else from where she is now that she's closer?
No. You see, so let's see where it goes to just a black line. That's just like say like a bank of snow where it goes up, and then it's just like a natural feature underneath that, like a hill where it goes up. So it's just like this. If there's something in like a bunker in there, it's like dug under the ground, like a hobbit hole kind of style. It's an underground bunker.
Okay, for flavour, she kind of wants to throw a snowball at the weapon thing, but it's cool. She's happy just to stand in the snow.
I mean, that you could do that, and I don't know if it would do damage, but it would be fun.
It's just for the fun of it. I was like, because she can't do shit. She just wants to, do I have to roll for that?
It'd be a whole major action. You'd have to spend 2 action points.
I'm not that bothered. I'm happy that I'm close to it and got some cover.
Yeah, you're in close range to it now. You're in the same zone and you got behind cover. Okay, so we do move on to the machine gun turret, and it is warmed up to fire at you. So I'm going to pull up its character sheet, and I've got to remember it's got burst. So if it gets effects, it does extra good stuff. I need to remember all the effects and stuff here. So let me just read this. It's got burst and stun as well. If you take effect damage from this, it does stunning damage. It's an absolute bad boy. Should I spend dice? Am I a real meanie? Am I going to try and kill yous? I could spend some dice here.
You have to smash through the boxes to
Just
get me.
Oh, I do have to smash through the boxes to get you, so I'm going to spend 1 dice. I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to roll an extra 1 dice, Martin.
I mean, I just think, don't I have like total cover? Because
that is phenomenal.
That is sick.
I'm sorry, that is phenomenal.
I'm so stealthy behind them boxes, you can't see me.
The boxes are like god awesome.
It's only a Mark 1 machine gun turret. They weren't really that accurate.
But I can spend 2 action points having a whole other turn, so I can shoot you again.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try again.
They might even be even worse gunners than stormtroopers.
Oh my
Yay!
days. Missed again.
They're even worse than
I'm spending
stormtroopers.
my action points as well. I'm being mean, I'm spending them. I know I've messed up here.
But the more he spends, the less that we have to worry about. That's what I'm thinking about.
Well, there you go, Tank.
Yeah.
That's my turnover, and you know that it's there now. It doesn't matter if somebody's telling. Red Alert told you, but it doesn't matter now. It's there.
So I want to use my action to sprint.
To do
I'm right there.
Okay, so that's your major action. So if you want to attack, it's 2 action points.
Two action points then to attack it.
Okay.
So I'll use the board. So I roll with the board first, don't I?
Yes, you roll attack with and roll it from your attacks on your main sheet. Oh, a 1.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Now, you're at 6.
So
You're at 2,
we
sorry. So you
still
got
get
6.
our action points back.
Yep, you're up to 6. Very nice. You're up to 6 action points.
Ooh.
7 damage minus 1 damage resistance. If you would like to describe how the board takes apart that machine gun turret, Chris, you can.
With the weak points that Red Alert exposed, the board slides in between, and the turret like pops into pieces immediately and shatters into bits, and the turret gets lodged into the top of the board to fucking welly other cunts. So there's like a little bit of metal.
Got a metal cap on your
attached
board
to it.
now. A wee metal cap on it, an extra bit.
Just for flair, we're not gonna fucking actually add it.
You can add mods to your board later, but that's just a flavour one
Yeah.
for now. Yeah, you've got a wee metal spike on the end of it. I like it. I like it. Okay, but gang, you have destroyed the turret. When he does that, it goes off in an explosion. It doesn't say anything about doing you any explosion damage when it goes off. I'm going to be kind this time. It doesn't actually say in the rules when machine gun turrets explode I should do any damage to you.
Fucking roll an attack and I'll take the damage if it's successful. Go ahead, because it did 2 attacks and it didn't work. Go. I will take it.
Okay, I'm going to roll some damage dice. Where am I going to roll them from?
No. See if it's successful first.
It doesn't. I've not rolled it. I've not made like an explode attack, so I'm not going to bother. It's fine. It explodes, but with not enough damage.
You
to
want
hurt
to
you.
die or what?
Yeah, no. It explodes, but with not enough
it's not
damage
gonna
to
kill
hurt
me.
you. And I've just closed its character sheet, and I shouldn't have done that because you might want to loot it. I'll open up another one. Okay, gang.
The Red Alert will probably want to loot it the most, because like you need scrap, don't you?
Oh, hey, but what it is, it might have something where I can make a big gun out of it, and you can use big guns, right?
Yep.
I might be able to pull something out of it and maybe get parts of it
So,
to start up a big
Another
gun.
thing I was learning about the rules, I thought all different guns were all different skills, but they're not. Small guns is agility, big guns is endurance, and laser energy weapons is perception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you were always able to change those, because if you would have a big gun or a small gun sniper rifle, I would say you could use perception. Because it's a sniper rifle.
Like a hunting rifle.
Yeah. But that's all up to the overseer.
Are we still in turn order, or
You're still in turn order for now. Well, nah, you're not
Okay.
anymore. You're not.
Okay.
You can do whatever, whenever, right now.
Yeah, basically Red Alert comes over here and see if there's anything good and scavengable from this thing.
Okay, well, I'll copy it into the chat, mate, what it says.
Tank's gonna become a
Scavengers
Beyblade.
can salvage from a destroyed turret by making a successful intelligence and science test with a difficulty of 1, and the success yields 3d20, 5.56mm rounds, and 2 damage dice of uncommon materials. So roll me a intelligence science test with a difficulty of 1, Max.
Okay, absolutely.
And here I was trying to just
You were
disarm
trying.
it.
You were trying to sneak up there and disarm it. There's a panel. That's why I did mention the panel, because I knew you were trying to get up there. That was an option, but
you are able to do it in the video game as well, so why not do it in the tabletop RPG?
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
Okay. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
That is a 0 successes.
Nope.
Your only option there is
No, he's
luck.
No, he's not able to get anything from it. He's like, he's just looking at it. It's like, out of my purview. It's like, he looks at anybody else. It's like, if they're skilled with it. 'cause
It's
he's
not-
Yeah,
really this-
let me give a
Yeah,
whack at it.
It's something that somebody else can just try after. Like, it's not like you
Oh.
can't. somebody else can't just try
Oh,
after
Yeah,
you.
I'm
It's
gonna
all good.
try. I have some points in intelligence and science.
Yeah, he's more repair. He's not the science guru.
And
Ooh.
I have a success.
There you go. So roll me 3d20 and 2 damage dice.
Okay, 2d20.
I think you're missing another D20.
No, it was 3d20.
No. 3?
Yeah, 3d20.
Oh, I thought you said 2.
Yeah, just roll another one. So what's the total of
Ooh,
that?
that's nice.
12 plus 18 is 20. So 39. You get 39 5.56mm rounds, so that's minigun ammo and assault rifle ammo. And 2 damage dice, please. What did you get? 2. So that's 2 uncommon materials.
I'm writing it now.
You're right. Well, I've got it on your. If you look at your party loot sheet, I've added it to that.
Okay, no problem. I was just gonna add the 2 uncommon too.
Yeah, I've added that. 2 uncommon materials, and I've added the ammo as well.
We have a companion with us now, and as we all know that play
it's not
Fallout,
too
you always use the companion to carry all the useless shit.
It was 39 of the bullets, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. No one's got a gun that uses them right now, though, do they?
I think that either has to be a sniper rifle or a hunter rifle.
Do you know that?
I believe.
Do you know what the 2 uncommon materials instantly does for you? Upgrades the level of campsites you can build.
Ooh.
You can build
Nice.
You can build up to tier 3 on campsites now. And campsites is going to be a thing in this game. Okay, so yeah, you managed to scavenge 39 bullets for the 5.56 caliber and 2 uncommon materials from it. Norm.
Good.
Okay. I look over to Norman. It's like, does this unit, the computer unit that's connected to the turret, is it connected to the building here? If it has a way to connect it to it, or is it just connected just to this?
No, it seems to have its own standalone unit where it's got its own generator. It's on top of a generator, and it's got its own control panel, so it seems to be independent.
All right, very well. I turn around back and I point at the lady. It's like, you're welcome to follow us or stay out here. That is your choice.
She's like, I'll try and stay back, but yeah, if Diamond City stuff's in there, I'll need to confirm it's ours, and I'll try and stay out the way. What do you think's going to be in there?
Probably Raiders.
Yeah. Watch out if it's the same raiders that took the stuff that blew up the train. They were well armed, so just be ready. But you guys seem capable enough. She just saw you take out this machine gun turret and in no time it never hit anybody, so she's feeling pretty confident. Yeah, she's feeling fairly confident.
So is the door locked or is it open? Is it shut?
It's not like so it has a lock, but you can't tell without trying the handle if it's locked or not. It's just a simple normal house door that's been built onto this makeshift kind of wall.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
a simple lock.
We go to the door, we click E on it, and then we see it open, and we get a loading screen.
Yeah.
You get the little
Do you want to is anyone trying the door?
Yeah, that's why he's like, who wishes to open the door? And he has his gun hand pointed at it in case if there's something behind it.
It opens. It opens.
I'll go stand at the side Because he's standing there and opening it like military style.
Hmm. What kind of lighting is there? Is there like the simple like little like lights that you see in Fallout? Is just the little round
Well,
little ones that go down?
I actually upgraded Roll20 to the paid one today, but I never had time after doing that to switch on dynamic lighting. But it's dimly lit. These are wooden slash like patched together wooden and like sheet metal walls that have been put up into a hole that's dug into the ground. You can see it's of post-apocalypse construction. It's not some old building that's been around forever. This has been built since the bullshit. But as you're a robot and you've got these recon sensor units, you can see in dim light, I imagine, better, or does it?
Yeah, I
does it
think
say
so.
anything
I think
about
it's I think with something like that, they would have like something like they could see in like kind of low light a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just
or
going to
it can
reveal the
see-
map because you can see down there that there is at least a couple of what look like raiders. As soon as you
So
open the door, like so, let's say you're in the doorway. Somebody has to be in the doorway.
Yeah.
As soon as you're in the doorway, you see these raiders, but they must have heard the explosion outside because they've all got their guns. In fact, they've all got their guns pointed at the doorway.
Oh my.
So now we're going back into initiative, but nobody surprises nobody. So unless you want to, you'll get to act first, Max, because you opened the door. But that's it.
Yeah.
Then we go into initiative order.
Technically, I opened the door for him.
Did you open the door for him? Well, he's the one that's
Yeah,
there,
'cause-
so I'm still going to say him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
Well, yeah.
we're not, because that's when you do initiative like that. That's when somebody actually initiates a combat, and they get an extra turn at the start. We're not doing anybody's getting an extra turn. We'll just go in the turn order again. Everybody's got their turn order. The raiders are in the middle, so Norm's at the top, Tank's at the bottom.
Okay.
Norm,
So if
Norm
I w-
and Red Alert, you're aware of what's down here. The other two, you haven't seen this yet.
his head turns to Norm.
Then, these blue lines, are they like
That's a zone.
cover or?
That's a zone.
Oh, then I will up to here.
So you can move up to there or past them, because you can move into the next zone.
Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
I'm able to target.
Everything beyond the line is a zone.
Okay.
So there's two zones here.
I'm
This
going
one,
to target
this one.
this one.
Yeah. That's the only
Yeah.
female. So the ones with the broken heart symbols are the males. That's the female.
Okay.
So you've decided to pick on the women. I love that. You know Martin loves that as well.
I'm going to use my pipe gun
Yes.
to target the only female.
Okay.
Not because I'm sexist, but that's the easiest one to target
Now,
at the moment.
remember, you're in medium range because you're not in the same zone. So close range is same zone. You're in medium range. So have you got a close
Oh, yeah.
range or
Then I
medium
will
range weapon?
go here.
Yeah. So you're in the so that's close range. So you don't have any increased difficulty on your action then.
Then I will.
That's two
That is-
successes.
2 successes.
We got max AP, so
You do.
I have a fire rate of 2. You know what? I am going to add 2 ammo for extra dice.
Make sure you reduce your bullets on your character sheet. Max, did you do so for yours before?
that I did. I
Thank
did
you,
very much
thank
so. I
you,
did.
thank
I'm based on because they're the same weapon, so I kind of just load on that.
And I get 2 additional dice. That
4
is
physical
4
damage.
physical damage. To the one up here.
Okay, they have. Well, give me a body part. Oh no, they've got the same. Well, give me a body part. They've got the same damage resistance, but still give me. No, they don't actually. Cause they've got arms and torso. They don't have head or legs. They've got arms and torso.
Huh.
Let me see if I've got the right ones, the right raiders. They've got one. They should have one arms, legs, and
That is
torso.
a
I need to update that.
5, which would mean torso.
I think of the head.
They've got
Torso?
one on arms.
Okay.
They've got arms, legs, and torso. That's my mistake. So.
Shoulders,
Torso,
knees
so
and
minus
toes,
1.
knees and toes.
So they take 3 damage to the torso. And that was this one here. The woman. Okay. Okay, Skoon. That's your movement and your... So that's your movement and your minor and your major action.
Yeah.
Anything else? There's 6 action points.
Did he get any extra points with it? 2 extra successes, or does that? No.
Yeah.
He did, but you've
If it
got
only
6.
needed 1 success, we now get an extra action point, but we are already at
You're
max.
already at 6. Okay, red alert. Your turn, Max.
All right, so Red Alert sees them and it's like, and he notices that guy. He he turns around, he looks at Tank, and he's like, all right. He he gets to this side right here and looks around, and he's like, and he sees attacks the woman, and he just comes up there, zap,
Okay,
shoots him with his laser gun again.
Are you moving into the same zone like Norm did, or are you staying back
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
Because it increases your difficulty if you stay back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back. I understand
Okay.
it's gonna.
So what's the range on your laser gun? Is it just close range?
It's close range.
Okay, so the
yep.
difficulty on this is 2. Your difficulty is 2. It just
Okay.
increases by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
why we
will
want to
use.
get into the same zone.
Well, if I get in the same zone, it'd be easier for them to hit me if
There's
I'm in farther zone.
But
Yeah,
also,
but also for you.
also there's a little bit of wall
Hit
there,
them.
and I'm gonna say he's got 1 cover.
Yeah, but it's that there's action points I was gonna do add more attack dice. That's what I was gonna do. And it costs how much more to add another dice? Is it just 1?
What are you doing? What are you attacking with?
I'm taking with a laser gun.
What's your fire rate?
2.
It costs 1 bullet per thing, and you can do up to 2. So you can spend 2 bullets and add 2 dice, or you can spend 1 bullet and add 1 dice.
Oh, for
So
damage? I was
it's-
gonna.
Yeah, it's action points for damage with melee, and it's extra bullets on your fire rate with guns.
Okay. Okay, so
it's
the
different
bullets
for the
is
2 types
more
you
with.
attack. Bullets for your
Okay.
guns.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I will.
And since we found a lot of ammo for my gun, I'm just using it a lot.
Quite right. You found like 60 or something last time.
Yeah, I have over 80. Over 80 bullets.
Nice. Oh, did you use an extra dice there? Oh, and got 0 successes. Oh, it's unlucky.
Yeah, but it's, no, that's fine. I'll take it as is. That's totally fine.
So you used that action point there for the 3rd dice, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Cool.
No,
cool.
that's what I was asking. Is that I do action points to get more?
Action points is
rolls
extra
for
dice
attack.
on the attack, yeah. On attacks or
Yeah, that-
checks, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I was asking for that one. So if I use 1 just to get an extra dice, that's all I was asking.
You get your action
Alright, so,
points
yeah.
is for extra
You
dice
use
on
2
checks.
action points for an attack die.
Yeah, it's for extra dice on checks. It's for extra information. It's for extra damage on melee. But yeah, it's your bullets for extra damage on guns, right? So that's Norm and Red's turns. It's the Raiders, unless you want to spend any action points for any extra major, extra minor, or an extra major action.
No, I am fine with that.
Okay, so it's Raiders, and I'll do them from 1, 2, 3, 4. I could give them numbers here actually to remember who's who.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's changing all of them because they're all the same token. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So this raider is going to attack Norm. And let me see.
I don't allow it.
I'm reading his special ability.
I don't allow it.
No, I
I
don't allow
throw the
him
red-
attacking me.
Yeah, he threw the red card.
Yep.
Unless you've got blackmail on him, I don't think you can just say no.
I'm spending one of
Well,
my
I can
two...
say it, but he can also choose not to listen to it.
Spending one of my 2 action points to get an additional dice on the attack. And I got 0 successes. Okay, so the second
These
raider-
guys are really worse than stormtroopers.
Second one's going to also attack you, Norm, because you're in the closer range. And I'm going to spend
And I, again,
my
don't
last
allow
action
it.
point. So I'm down to 0 action points, but I'm going to get an extra dice again. Oh, and I've got something. 4
Ooh.
successes. Right, so I'm back up to 3 action points. And I get to roll damage. So, let me read this. Because I've not been using it, and I've been going easy on you lately, guys. And I want to go be tougher, so... Once per combat, the raider can let rip with a volley from their pipe gun. This adds the weapon's fire rate of 2 to the weapon's damage for a single attack. So I get to roll damage with an extra 2 dice. So 4 damage minus your damage resistance on this body part. Norm. The groin.
Ooh.
What's your physical damage resistance on the groin? What have you got? That
What's
physical
3?
on the torso?
Oh yeah, we said 3 was a groin. Yeah.
Yeah, 3's the groin. It's not officially, but we decided it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
But it's the torso, so.
Yeah, and it's 1/8 of the torso, or whatever. No, I think 3 to 8, so 1/6 of the torso. What's your damage reduction there?
I'm wearing a cup, so.
Have you got, have you got
Iron
any?
Cup.
I have 1 resistance.
Take 3 damage in the groinal area then, mate. That was the second raider. The third one's also going to shoot at you. That's what you get for coming closest.
Okay.
And I've got action points again. Should I spend them? Should I be the meanie? Should I spend off?
Nope.
Yes.
I won't allow it.
I'm spending 2. I'm spending 2, so that costs me off. I'm spending 3 to get 2 extra dice. Let's kill Scoon's character. Oh no way! 0 successes with 4 dice. Okay, and the last one, who's also going to shoot at you, but I've got no action points. But still going for you. We'll need to take a break soon because I need the bathroom.
Oh, that's understandable.
We'll
Oh.
we'll maybe finish the combat and then take a break. We'll see where we get to. See how long my bladder can last. Okay, so no successes. Jeez, oh, right. That's the turn of the raiders. Ronnie, you are outside. You saw your 2 compatriots run in, and you hear guns.
Hi. So, I guess, can I get inside with my movement?
Yep, you can get inside.
Oh,
with your
hey.
movement.
Get
So,
inside.
anywhere,
Let's
you're
go.
still in this zone, so anywhere in the semicircle or up to the door. So in there, I suppose there should really be like a thing here, but anywhere within there is still the same zone. So you can get there,
Okay.
or you can go past it just into the next zone within 1 movement. Or if you want to go another movement, it's just a major action. It's a sprint. It can be done. It depends where you want to get to.
I don't know, because these guys are getting shot at, and I don't want to
These
get
guys
shot
are
at.
2 zones away from you currently, which will impose penalties on your shooting.
I'm just gonna wait at the door then, because I guess I can't. Can I see them from here?
You can see them, but what's your range on your weapon? Is it C?
Fire rate 2. Let me have to click on it, I think, and then it might tell me. Close quarters, blah blah blah. Not easily tell me what it is. Just says it's my 10mm pistol.
It says here on the if you go to the weapons tab on this bit, it says range C. So, if you are shooting within the same zone, there's no penalty. If you're shooting in the next zone, which is this one, you've got a 1 penalty. If you're shooting here, you've got 2 penalties. So your difficulty to hit somebody in this zone would be 3, basically.
I'm not going to waste bullets on that. So, I mean, I'll sprint then and hide behind the robot.
Okay. So you've got one cover there, right? Because you've got you behind him. Okay.
Can I crouch? How big's the robot?
Yeah, or you could be there and have cover, because there is a small wall there and a small wall there. And he's behind one, so you could be behind that and have one cover.
No, do you know what? I want to do it from the robot, because I think it's funner that maybe I can call out mean things to the enemy and they hit the robot instead. So
yeah, okay, that is funny. I like that. Okay, is that you then?
Yeah, because I had to use all my sprint, didn't I, to get there, so yeah, I'm happy.
Well, you could spend 2 action points to do a major action. You've got 5, remember.
Yeah, I'm worried that if this is a campaign and I've got not many bullets, I don't think I should be wasting them on this.
How many have you got currently?
8?
You're not running too short yet. It's up to you though. I appreciate the hesitation when you've only got 8. That it is a survival campaign and resources are finite, so I appreciate that.
I need 3 bullets to kill all my friends in my sleep.
1 for yourself, just in case.
I don't sleep.
Worst case scenario, you need 4.
When you unplug you, want to unplug you. No, I'm going to attack on the next round, I think.
Okay,
I'm going to be strategic. Yeah, that's me done.
Tank, it's your turn. I'm still outside. She's going to hide here.
So is my go now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I'd need to sprint to get near anyone, because that's like fucking 2 zones in it.
You would, yeah. So you can. This is one movement to get into this zone. Is a second movement. So that would be a major action would get you into this zone.
And that one there. That's my party member, right?
This one, that's Norm. Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
Norm.
Yeah, that's just a normal man.
So I can't sprint to there.
No, you can sprint to here. Here. Have you got any throwing weapons?
I'm not. No. Just there. And then that's my turn.
Okay. You can hold a major action. It would cost you 2 action points if it happens, but you can still hold a major action. No, it would cost you 2 action points to do it. You could hold a major action for if somebody came into melee range to attack, but it would cost you action points for something that might not happen actually. Okay, it's Norm's turn.
That's okay.
Mr. In the same zone. Mr. All 4 of them have just shot at you.
I am going to. No, target number's too low for the combat knife. I'm going to go behind the table.
See, the combat knife's the persistent damage. It's good. Okay, I'll say that the table.
Yeah, but it's a target number of 4.
Yeah, that's pretty low. The table's 1 cover.
Exactly. And then I will go now target the bottom asshole.
Okay. That looks like
2.
Correct. 3 successes.
So you are maxed out on action points again. I put you from 5 to 6.
Yeah, we get 1 in the. So I might do an extra attack after this one.
And then that you'd only go down to 5 because you've got that extra 1. Because you were on 5 and
I'm going to use my fire rate again.
Okay.
So 2 extra dice.
2 extra dice for 2 extra bullets.
3
physical
damage.
Okay, give me a body part because he's got no resistance on the head. He's got 1 everywhere else. That's the head, isn't it?
Head.
And that was this one here, yeah?
Yeah.
So he takes the 3 damage. Okay.
And since I have 2 extra action points
There's one extra.
because
You're
of my
6 with one left over.
attack,
Yeah.
I'm going to do another major action as in attack.
That's you down to 5.
Hmm?
That's you down to 5.
No.
Yeah. You had 5 and then you gained 2. So you're up to 6, but you're with that one
Oh,
left
yeah,
over only if you use it. So if you
Yeah,
use
then
2,
I
you're
will
back down
use
to
an
5.
extra one. Because I have 3 added.
Are you using an extra one
2 added.
for an extra dice?
Yeah, 2 added. We were at 4, I believe. Not,
No, you were at 5 and you
okay.
added 2. So you're at 6 with the extra one that you have to use. You've used 2, so that puts you down to 5.
Then I will attack again the same guy. That is at
That's
least one success.
Yes. Okay, give me a body part.
Wait,
And are you spending bullets again?
yeah. And the body part is 14. That is the right arm.
Okay, he's got 1 damage resistance there.
Three damage.
He takes 2. And that was this one, same guy again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. He is bloodied. That's Norm's
Ooh.
turn. Red alert, it's your turn.
Alright, so the guy here, the guy right here looks like he's bloody badly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how is this one looking?
She is a little bit. She's hurt. She's not quite blooded. She's hurt.
Hmm. So if I move like a minor action, and get to here, is that like my movement action here,
That's
and I
just
can
your
hit?
That's just your movement action. So you still got a free major action.
Okay. I am going to clobber him.
You're using your
With
claw
my claw?
attack. Nice. Okay.
Clobbering time.
It's clobbering
Yep.
time. Love it.
So it's like you see it wind up, and I'm gonna
It
use
spins,
the
doesn't it?
action point. Yeah, I'm gonna spend an action point to give me another dice to roll. So I'm gonna lower that down by.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that goes down by 1. You're on 4.
Mhm.
You're adding an extra dice. Nice. You're on 3.
Mhm.
That's 3 successes.
we get-
So you go back up to 6. Now, this is melee damage. So this is where it costs you action points for extra damage. 1 AP for 1 extra dice, 2 AP for 2 dice, 3 AP for 3 dice. This is where you can
Okay.
spend action points. Because it's melee damage. Give me a
Okay.
body part and then do your damage roll.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the d20 on this one for that one. Roll it. This is for the
14's
body part.
14's an arm, I think. An arm
Yep.
or a leg. Anyone? Who's got a sheet handy?
And
14.
I
That
think it was
that was the
I think
right
it was
arm.
a-
Yeah.
Right arm.
yeah, I
Okay.
think it was arm. Yeah.
Roll
And
me
I am
damage,
gonna
sir.
use. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 action points that give me 2 extra damage.
Okay.
Because if we can get rid of this guy, that's like 1 less person to deal with.
Yep. 3 physical damage on his arm. So he has 1 damage reduction. So he takes 2. He's on death's doorstep, but he's not dead.
Okay.
So that was your minor and major action. Do you want to spend any action points for another action?
I asked the group, is it okay if I do another action? If I can kill this guy to get him out of the way? I just want to say as a group thing.
You're asking the
Everybody
group's
good with that?
permission for the action points.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll spend the other 2 to do another punch.
Okay.
Alright. Because, if I can succeed on this one to get some more back, I mean,
Action
yay.
points I found you just keep generating them, so you might as well just keep spending them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, just in case if it's needed or not. So I just want to check on that. And swing.
2
that look?
successes. Oh
So
yeah,
get
because
up
the 2's a crit.
1. Yeah, so we get
Back
1
up
back.
to 4. Hey, no, yeah, back up to 2, you get 1 back. Nice, okay.
Nice.
Roll me some damage, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll regular damage. I'm not gonna spend any points on that one, and I don't need to.
Okay, so you can describe his demise if you would like, sir.
So you see Red Alert charges. The guy's like doom doom doom, and his fist winds up here, smashes with the right arm, and as he's doing it, the left hook, he comes up there and does like boom to the chin and slams into the ceiling.
Nice, nice. Hits him with the uppercut. Well, roll me a body part and we'll see if it hits him in the chin, because you've got to roll a 1 or 2 on a d20. Let's see what body
Yeah.
part he did it on. He did smash him to bits, but...
Does he still have a minor action?
No, because he moved.
Oh.
14 is his arm.
14.
So you uppercut him in the arm and his arm punches off. Okay. Now, it's the Raiders' turn. But before we do the Raiders' turn, I'm going to take our halftime break, guys.
And 3 of us are back.
Hey, we're back. As long as we're back, I can just kill them while they're away. It's fine.
Okay, we'll just kill. We'll just kill a Red Alert and tank and continue on. So.
Yeah.
If Max and Chris Kidd want to do gay shit on their time off, you just let them do it, okay? That's why they're both away at the exact same time.
Yep. They're having a wee virtual moment together.
Nothing weird going on.
Absolutely weird stuff going on.
Post in the
stuff going on.
Post in the comments who you think's the top and the bottom, because we've got questions.
Right, so it's the Raiders' turn now. We didn't make it to the. We made it to halfway through a round because my bladder's not the strongest, but we are back.
My blood has gone recently. It's fucking depressing.
It's our age, mate. It's our age, and all that drinking as well. All that drinking's no good for you. Anyway, when we move on to the Raiders, there are only 3 of them left now. 2 men and 1 woman. So we're going to start with this one at the top. And has more targets in its range now. And it's going to aim at the super mutant. It's going to aim at tank. How many action points have I got? None. Great stuff. No successes.
You really shoot like stormtroopers.
Yeah, now this one is going to turn and, well, pipe gun, does it have the close quarters quality? Yes, it does. Okay.
I believe it does.
It does. So
Let's
he's going to
see,
turn and shoot at, I've just checked it.
Yeah.
Does. He's going to shoot at our robot friend.
Close quarters and unreliable.
One success. And I'm going to do the let rip again. May let rip once per combat. So the first one did it, now it's this one doing it. It adds 2 dice. Four physical damage, minus your damage reduction on this body part, Max. The head. What's your damage reduction physical to the head?
For me?
Max is not back yet. I'm going to have to check his character sheet. Damage reduction on his head is 2 physical, so he takes 2 damage to his head. He's down to 9 hit points. And the third raider is also going to shoot at our absent friend. So that's what you get for going AFK more than 10 minutes in the break. Ha ha ha.
They might be taking a shit and fell in the toilet.
So I'm going to
heavy bumming. That's all I'm saying. If you're that fucking late.
I know. I'm going to take the 1 action point and go up to 1. Because I'm going to let rip with this one as well, and he's going to get his extra damage dice. And they've all done their let rip once this combat. 3 physical damage on this body part. What's a 17 on Max's sheet?
Left leg.
On this robot sheet though.
Well, that is a humanoid robot, so it would be the same.
17 arm 3, which counts as legs, I believe, for him.
Yeah, because this is a humanoid robot. It's still left leg.
He's got 2 physical damage resistance anyway, so he takes 1 more damage. Okay, that's the turn of the raiders. What have I got? 1 action point. I can't really do anything else with that. So Ronnie, it's Martin's turn. Martin,
Okay.
it's Ronnie's turn.
Might actually try and shoot something this time. Okay. So there's 3 left, and they're all male, right?
No, this one's a female.
Who's the female?
This one.
The one with. Oh, the one without the heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot.
Now, if you move past the blue line, you'll have a 1 difficulty. If you stay behind it, you'll have a 2. But if you stay
Can you
behind
give
it,
me
you'll have
fucking-
1 cover.
Can you give me a fucking complex with all these fucking lines in the real world? Where I'm like, I can't go over there. I've not got enough points left. I'm gonna have to stay at my desk.
At least it's not fucking paranoia and clearance levels. That's the worst.
Oh, okay. So
That gives me nightmares. So if you stay behind the line on either side, you've got 1 cover. But if you go over the blue line, you've got less difficulty on the shot.
oh, well, I'm getting bored. I want to at least shoot something. So I'll just I'll move so I can get within range.
Okay. Anything over the line.
Okay, and then I've still got enough right to shoot once at someone.
Yeah, for free. There's also
Right,
3
okay,
action
so-
points in the bank.
Okay, well, let's see how we do. So I'm gonna.
Now, is it extra damage or it's extra damage dice you get on your attacks, isn't it?
For hitting for hitting a male, yeah. So I will attack, I guess, the one behind the female. Okay,
Okay.
let's see how it goes. Right.
Yeah, 1 extra damage. Ha! That is strong.
So the small,
this one here.
So that's small. So that's small. Yeah. So that's the small guns, right?
Yeah, but if you do it from your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
if you go to the main section on your character sheet down at the bottom on the weapons, if you just click the name of the weapon there and do it from there,
Okay.
that's the best way to
okay.
do it, because that's got your range and everything on it, and that's got the effects and everything.
I don't think I hit anyone.
No,
So
no
can I
hit.
use? So how many?
You may reroll 1.
It's
I
luck
can reroll 1.
luck to reroll
Yeah,
1.
because if you are at least attacking a male.
Oh, okay.
No, it's 1 damage dice. She gets 1 damage dice.
No.
She doesn't get to reroll.
Oh no, it's for the charisma-based skill test.
Yeah, it's an extra damage dice. You can aim though with your VATs, so you can actually reroll 1 of them. So you can reroll 1 of them.
Sweet, because I've got that weird electronic device, right?
Yeah, you've moved
Okay.
and aimed though, so we'll say it's an action point to do the extra minor action. But so you
Okay.
move. If you move and aim lets you reroll 1 of those dice. You can reroll 1d20,
Sweet.
and that's a hit. So you can now roll
Yay.
damage.
Hell yeah.
So I finally might have killed someone.
Now you get to add 1 extra dice to this for free because it's a male you're shooting.
Okay. Oh, I get to what? Oh, so I can add an extra dice when it says input value, right?
Yep. If you want to,
Okay, cool.
have you got a fire rate on the 10 mil? I believe you have. I believe there is a fire
Yeah.
rate on it. If you want,
Yeah,
if you want
2.
any more dice, you can spend extra bullets. So you could have, you've got an extra 1 dice for free here. Spend an extra
Okay.
bullet and you get an extra 1. Spend an extra bullet and you get another 1. You could have up to 3 extra dice here.
Okay, I'll just do 1 for now. I'm
Okay.
happy. Let's see what the.
Oh, 4
4
not bad.
Yeah, give me a 1d20 then for the body part.
Okay. and that's a 12.
12 is one of
which
the arms, I
is,
think.
Yeah, right arm.
Okay, so 4 physical damage minus the 1 damage reduction on this one up here, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one at the very
Okay.
the closest to the top. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else from you? There are 2 action
Is that
points in the
everything?
bag.
Does that include my bonus for being a sexy woman? Presume.
Did you press?
That's not-
Did you add 1 dice there when you rolled that damage? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
that-
did.
That's
one,
your
yeah, okay.
your sexy woman bonus there.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna give the other woman a dirty look and be like, no, just no. It's
Okay.
already outstayed a welcome.
So it's now Tank then. And Chris is back. Excellent. Max, you took some damage while we were away, by the way, because you got attacked twice.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'd let them know I was just away for a little bit.
What is our super mutant doing, Chris?
So who is my nearest person? So I'm gonna run over here.
Yep.
And I am going to use my board.
Smash his head in. Of her head in.
Her,
This is the female.
her head.
Get
I don't like how
fucking-
all the males are wailing on the one woman.
I know,
I'm
it's
like,
going to turn it into
come
an
on, come
absolute
on, guys.
misogyny
No, I've
fest.
only attacked her once, and after that I went
4
on with a
damage.
man.
4 damage. Wait, what body part? Roll me a 1d20. That is an arm, I think.
Arm? Yeah.
14. Which arm? It doesn't,
Right arm.
doesn't matter if it's only 4 enemy, because you're not crippling them. So they take 3 damage. Okay. Still standing.
Many action points do we have?
There are 2.
2.
Oh, 3.
No,
Right.
there are 3. Sorry, there are 3.
I'm gonna use the 3 to re-roll or to roll again. So
It's not action points to roll again. It's action points to
2.
roll extra damage. You should have added them on the roll, but you can add them now. So 3.
no, I was gonna take another major action and attack.
Oh,
again.
right, okay. All right, yes, okay. So that's 2 action points
Yep,
spent, and you
2.
can attack again.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
off.
successes. Okay. Okay, so it's Norm. A normal human. You're in 1 cover.
I am
remember.
going to attack this one.
Okay. That is
That
3
are
successes.
3 successes.
You're up to 3 action points.
Yeah, why not? I'm going to use my fire rate again.
Okay. Did you remember to take a bullet off everybody that's shooting? Yeah.
So 2 extra DD.
2 extra damage dice for 2 extra bullets.
Yeah,
That's
DD.
4.
Damage dice. DD.
What body part is that on? That's the groin. Not the groin, sorry, it's the torso.
No,
the other
that's
end of the
it's
torso.
torso.
3 physical damage on the torso. On this one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. That was that one. They're now all injured. That was the only uninjured one. Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'm staying here.
Okay.
That.
Red alert.
So as he sees Tank coming in, smashing the lady next to him, he's like, "Unfortunately, you must go." And he basically walks up there, winding up.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes. I am gonna spend 1 action point to get me an extra attack.
Okay. It's an extra dice on your attack.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, 3 successes, so you're up to 4 action points.
Okay. And how bad is this guy looking?
This one is injured, but not bloodied.
Okay.
So this is where
I'm gonna
your
spend
other... Yeah, you're gonna spend 2.
I'm gonna spend 2
Okay.
to get me 2 extra
So
damage.
that's 2 extra damage dice on this with melee
Mhm.
attacks. Oh, look at all those. 7
7.
physical damage.
Nice.
This is gonna.
I can
cripple
say
a
I'm
body
rolling
part.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm rolling better this time than
This
last
is gonna
time.
cripple a body part. So give me the body part because this is crippling damage.
Mm-hmm.
Body part dice 1d20.
Yep. I got you.
What are we on?
19.
That is a leg, I think.
Yes.
19 is the leg, yeah.
Okay, so that's
Uh,
6 damage
yeah, right leg.
on the leg on this one. Now, there's no point we don't need to cripple the limb because it is dead. Max, you could describe how you kill that one by taking out its leg.
So as he's looking at Tank fighting that when he comes up, his hand spinning, and it basically is just like a slam attack with his claw slam right there into the right leg of it, and literally cuts it off and spurts blood everywhere.
Nice.
femoral artery.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Thank you, Max. And is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that is my end of my turn.
Okay, so it is our 2 raiders left. And they're going to fight to the death. So we'll do this one first. And he's going to try something different. I'm going to try something different. He's going to attempt to do this. How many action points have I got? I've got 1, so I'm going to spend it.
Okay.
And I got 2 successes, so I'm back up to 1. So he gets his gun and he goes, this is on Tank. He gets his gun and he tries to do the pistol whip and he's hit you with it. So I'm going to roll the damage, and this has got stun damage if I get effects. So 1 physical damage with effect, but do you have damage resistance on this body part? 12. The 12's an arm, I think. Someone check 12 for me in the character sheet.
Ilu?
12 would be the right arm.
So, this is... Have you got any physical damage resistance on your right arm, Tank?
No, 1 physical resistance.
So you don't get stunned then. You don't take that damage and you don't get stunned. And the second
I was
one...
looking up if the effect still goes off even though the resistance is there.
Because it's still only
Because
1
the resistance is
damage.
only for the damage.
Yeah. But an effect still counts as 1 damage though. So he's only
It
got
says,
1 damage. So
1 damage plus damage effects trigger.
Yeah, so it does cover it counts as a damage. 1 effect is also 1 damage, so it does block out that 1 damage. So the last one is going to turn and shoot at Tank.
Tank's gonna be pissed.
What action points have I got? 1. I'm going to spend it again.
If I'm reading this correctly, it does mean that effects still go off even though the damage is resisted.
Do they? Alright, so he
Yeah.
still gets stunned even though he takes no damage.
Yeah, because it says that the effect is separate from damage.
Okay, so you
It's a trigger.
stunned. So on your next round, you've got the stunned condition, Chris. I'll just
Which
check that for
means you are you cannot take normal actions,
you. You are stunned.
but you can still take spend action points to take additional actions as normal.
And
It actually says here that my perk says no.
What?
so the raiders are finished their turns because that's the second one missed. Ronnie, it's your turn, Martin.
Okay.
I'll try to move.
That guy's the last.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay.
There's still 2 guys left. This is the man.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll try and attack him with my pistol again.
That is 1 success. So you get a free extra dice on this because it's a man.
Okay. That's
3
3
damage. Give me the body part.
Okay.
I need to memorize these or have a sheet open all the time. 9 is one of the arms, right?
9. Yeah, I think so. I'm doing my ammo.
I also don't remember. Is it left arm?
Left arm, yeah, left arm.
Okay, and so he resists 1 of those, so he takes 2 damage. Okay, he's still standing. He's now more than bloodied, though.
Right.
You've got a free minor action, because you didn't aim. Or... you have... There's 2 action points in the bank. Do you want to do anything else?
I mean, I'll just move. I can move closer right
You can
into the
move.
room
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. Anywhere in this room now, because it's all one zone.
Yeah, I'll just go ready in the room.
Okay.
And go
And just-
over here.
And just remember 1
I'll have a
bullet
look
from your
at that.
character sheet from me as well, please.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I
Thank
did
you.
that.
Now Tank's turn. Chris, your turn,
Big
and you
smash.
have 2 action points in the bank for your reference, because I know you like to use them.
So because I'm stunned, does that mean I can do nothing?
You have to
And then-
spend action points to do anything.
Okay, so
You spend action points to take extra actions, you just don't have your normal actions.
okay, so then I'll just spend the 2 action points just to attack then.
So you're on 0. And I'm on 0. We are on 0.
He succeeds. Yeah, it has 7
Lord.
successes. I'm like, yay!
That's 2 successes, so use her back up to 1. Oh my days.
Oh
Nice.
my god, this thing's dead. This is like
He is, he
smash.
is.
It's like crunch.
For the flavour, Chris, what's the body part? This is semantics now, because he's dead.
Poor woman. Poor woman.
Poor woman, she's dead.
Okay.
That's the torso.
Cue the parrot sketch from Monty Python.
Yeah, she is dead. Describe how you destroy her torso.
So I take the board like a knife and just stab it into the chest, and the turret part gets stuck inside and she falls over, and it bursts out the back like an alien.
She's got the top of the turret sticking out the back of her. Comes off the weapon.
So instead of a chest burster, it's a back burster.
That's brutal, Chris. Thank you.
Wee belly burster.
That was only a major
It's going
action.
through
Oh, no.
her back.
You had to spend
Like an
action points to do
alien.
anything because you were stunned. Now,
No,
the stun lasts till the end of your next turn, so you're no longer stunned. Norm, it's your turn.
Well, since there's only 1 left, I'm going to shoot him.
That's 0
Never mind.
successes. Would you like to do anything else? So you've got 1 action point.
Yeah, so that's not enough to
It's not enough to shoot
do
again.
another attack.
Got
Red
at least
alert.
2.
Your turn.
All right, so I see this this creature, and he's basically looking at like Hank shanking this thing through, and he's like, "Well, all right." So he basically walks up to him and was like, "As I told your other friend right here, we no longer need your services. You are fired. Smash."
Let me see then. Do you smash? Indeed.
Let's see. I am gonna use that last point to give me an extra damage or extra attack.
Okay. Zero
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use 1 luck to reroll 15.
Okay.
Okay, so all I gotta do is
Just reroll one. Just roll 1d20. And you want an
Okay.
11 or under. And remember to mark your luck off.
Okay.
That is under. So that's a success. Roll damage.
Yay.
4 physical damage. What's the body part? Because he's dead. So what this? Oh no, 7 physical damage. Shit. Yeah. What's the body part? This is just flavor again because he's dead.
Yeah.
That's an arm.
Well, that is right arm.
Okay. This one's yours to describe as well, Max, my friend.
So as he basically swings up, like his arm is spinning, he hits him in the right arm and caves in his chest and dies right there. And he's looking at it. It's like throws the body to the side and his blood just dripping on his leg. It's like, okay.
Okay. We can remove the initiative order. You have defeated the raiders in the bunker.
It's like like Red Alert's like, do we have a new home now? Looks around at everybody.
It looks like a fairly defensible place, and it's quite well hidden. It took you some tracking to find it.
So, is our good buddy 41020, whatever her name is, the woman, is she coming in to inspect?
She'll come in when she hears the gunfire's all stopped. She'll come in eventually. And
And say,
I hide
opponents have
behind the
been
box.
decimated.
she will spot her goods. So somewhere in a bunch of boxes, somewhere, doesn't matter where, are the goods of Diamond City, and it's big boxes of food. It says here it is 10 each. 10 melons, 10 corn, 10 tarberry, 10 melon juice, 10 Brahmin milk. There's a big shipment of food here, and it's all here. It seems to all be here. Obviously, you have the inventories of the dead raiders to consider as well, if you want to do anything with that.
Oh yeah.
I want to scavenge this area, hoping to find some specific kind of weapon. Oliver, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
This is what you find on each
So,
raider first.
Okay.
So I'll start adjusting. We've got a thing for that. I'll start adjusting it.
Well, anybody need road leathers?
So each one has wealth 1. 1 is 1d20 capped. So if somebody wants to roll 4d20, that's how much caps they've got total.
I'll do it.
So if we all roll 1 each,
Or
is that
roll,
what we all get?
or roll
Yeah.
1 each, and that's how much you find on each one, actually, if you want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that, Martin.
All right. I got 19 caps.
I
You got 15, decent.
50.
Yeah, that's good.
10.
Well, you know what it is that Martin, you could take one of the pipe guns, because if they're going to use 38 ammo, you can use that as ammo compared to your 10 millimeter.
And
If
each
you want
of
to.
you, and each of you can roll me 5 damage dice. Oh, Chris found 1 cap on his. Nice. Each of you can roll me 5 damage dice, and the one that you're raiding, the one that you're looting, has that plus 10.38 ammo. So each roll me 5 damage dice also.
What was it? 10?
10. No, it's 10 plus 5 damage dice. So roll 5 damage dice.
Oh yeah.
Is that
So that's 4. So that's 3. So you've got you found 13. You've found 16.
I believe I got all my ammo back.
So that's 43. And 58. You find 58.38 ammo.
Ooh. Yeah, so Red Alert goes with the pipe pistol and the bullets that he found, walks over to Red, is like, I believe you could use these better than I could.
Wait, so how much ammo in total did I find? 43? That sounds like a lot.
No, so each of you were looting 1 raider. So the ammo you found was 4 plus 10. 10 plus your roll. So you found 14. 58 is the
okay.
total, have you found? But you found 14. So if you wanted to change that to 10 mil ammo, you could use 1 luck, and you can change the 14 to 10 mil ammo. So if you wanted 10 mil
Okay.
ammo, you can spend your luck
Yeah.
here.
I'll do
I
that.
got more ammo back than I shot.
Saying that, we were doing that previously for scavenging rolls, but let's just say that there's some lying about instead. So you can do it in this place, right? So,
Okay.
Martin, if you spend 1 luck, you can turn that 1438 ammo into 10 mil. So
Yeah.
there's only 44 38 mil ammo.
Yeah, I gave Martin my ammo plus the pistol, or like the pipe pistol,
I've put the
pipe gun.
pistols into your loot gear for now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've added 10 more ammo to what I already had. Is that correct?
14.
14.
Oh, 14.
You can add 14
Okay, so-
ammo. And there's
Okay,
4
okay.
more pipe guns, so that's now up to 8 pipe
Sweet.
guns.
Cool. I've got a lot more ammo now. And no.
So
ability.
is there any chance that Martin's character could save this point like in her map of this location in case if we
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
come
yeah.
back?
You can mark this on your GPS on your Pip-Boy. So, is everybody? Let's do a bookkeeping. Is everybody added their caps from that roll to their sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
I
yet,
did.
I'm just doing it.
Chris,
Hold
you've
on,
only
I've
got to
got
add one.
A whole
You can add your
one
whole one,
up.
mate.
I've
added-
I got like 19.
I've added the pipe guns, and
done it.
I'm adding the road leathers now to your party sheet. Obviously, we can worry about that when we get back to somewhere to sell it all. We don't have to worry about encumbrance yet. It's not a bit large amount. And you've got the 39 556 rounds. I've put them in there because none of you use that type of ammo. So, Martin converted 14 of the bullets. So, Scoot, that means there's 44 38. Are you taking all 44 of it?
I've added only the ones that I rolled.
Well, no one else is using that ammo type currently.
Then I will take it.
So you can add the rest.
So
of it.
that will mean I've already added the 16 of myself.
So add another 28. Yeah, add another 28.
Why isn't it?
Do you have any time to
another
do some repairs
38?
for myself?
28, another 28, yeah. Yeah, you've got time to do
28.
repair to yourself, Max. So,
Okay.
should we look up the rules? Have you got that handy? How we do a repair test?
I think it's in the perk. I think it's in the perk of my character, I believe. For it.
Yeah, it's just under healing.
I think I'll have enough ammo for quite some time
You
with this
should.
gun.
So you got over 100 now.
119.
Nice. Right, Scootin, you're a rules master. How exactly do we do healing for a robot?
You need to
reduce-
roll.
Healing robots, just
I
found it.
believe a repair or a science.
Requires an int and repair test with a difficulty of 2, and it increases by +1 for each injury you have. So it's difficulty of 2, intelligence and repair. And doing it on yourself, I believe, increases the difficulty.
What is it? Well, when my perk it says reduce the difficulty of repairing a robot through the first aid action to the number of injuries that it has sustained, and increase the difficulty by the test +1 if you're attempting to repair yourself.
Yeah, so it's difficulty is 3.
Okay.
Intelligence repair test, difficulty 3. You have currently no action points. Oh wait, yeah, you've got no action points. Difficulty is 3 to repair yourself. If somebody else tries it on you, it's intelligence repair and difficulty is 2. Haven't you got a toolkit though?
Yes, I believe I do have a toolkit.
Have a look at the toolkit, 'cause I think that reduces your difficulty by 1.
Okay, let's see. See right there. Yeah, reduces difficulty repair kits by 1.
So it goes down to 2. Your difficulty is now 2 if you repair yourself with the toolkit. If somebody else uses
Okay.
the toolkit to repair you, difficulty is 1.
Anybody have repairs, or can anybody assist?
I do have it, but I'm not. It's not a tact skill for
Somebody
me.
can assist. So you roll, and then somebody can assist.
I could
Okay.
assist, yeah.
So roll your difficulty
I
as
am
2,
an
Max.
intelligent character.
Intelligent
Okay.
At
repair,
least,
and your difficulty is 2.
in a way.
Okay.
It's
Do I
3.
add additional dice or no?
No,
No, you
don't.
just roll it, and I think I can click to assist.
Then you do. Then he does click to assist. Yes.
Okay.
So roll.
Yeah, roll to
you got
assist.
0 successes. So you need a crit here. With your assist, you need to roll a crit.
I need to select my token and then roll to assist.
Yeah. And you need to roll a
That
crit.
is intelligence
Intelligence repair.
repair. Nope.
So you go unhealed for now, Max.
Okay. No, that's fine. Is that he was
Unhealed
just
for now.
attempting? He's just tempting for right now. But
It's not like you
Is
can't
there
attempt
anything
again
else?
later.
oh yeah, is there anything else we could scavenge from the building?
Okay, I will give you a so it's is there anything in the book? In the book it doesn't say there's anything, but I'm gonna give you something from a scavenging table. Now let me see if I can find the right scavenging table for this. Bear with me a second.
As long as I can get a energy weapon, I'm okay.
I'm looking at you. You have enough bullets, sir.
Well, yeah, but I'm better with an energy weapon than I am with a small gun.
Tell you what,
Because my perception is higher than my agility.
Well, we do have enough scavenging items that we probably could trade for something.
no one has any action points, so what I would say is, if somebody spends a luck point, I'm gonna let you have a roll on a scavenging table. I'm gonna say you found a weapon, right? I'm gonna say you found
Ooh.
a weapon, and I need to pull up the right book or PDF to find the table to roll on, and I've not even got the right one open.
All right. Well, you said you wanted a weapon. You want to use the luck for that?
Yeah, right. But I need to find a table to roll on.
Oh no, I was asking if he wanted to like. 'Cause he said he wanted a weapon. You can use luck for that.
Yeah, I'm just opening up another PDF because I know where I've definitely got one. Do I even have the start? Oh yeah, I have got that. It's in this mini rule book.
Is it the Wastelanders or the Settlementers? Or Settlers?
Hang on. Armor and clothing.
The main book also has some scavenging.
Does it? What
Tables.
page? What page, Skin?
Mm. 195.
Okay, let me find it.
Well, that's at least where they start.
Yeah, okay. Ammunition,
And then
clothing,
you have
food,
ammo,
beverages,
armor,
weapons,
clothing,
ranged weapons.
food.
Okay. Now, oh, there's some quite serious weapons on this. Now, if you get any of the major ones, I'm going to veto them because they're too powerful for your level at the moment. But if somebody rolls me 2d20, I'll see what it is, and then if I like it, you can find it.
I'm gonna roll
So if I
320.
pick up a mini nuke, then you're gonna take it off me.
That is
A fat man.
19.
Oh.
What's 19?
auto pipe rifle.
On this, it goes from 18 to 20 on the thing I'm looking at. I can't see a 19.
What I see, I have it here at the ranged weapons, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an auto pipe rifle.
For some reason, the table I'm looking at goes from 18 to 20, and there's no listing for 19.
There are like multiple You have one that goes from to 10, then you have 11 to 19, then you have 20
Ooh.
to 28.
Yeah, I don't have 28 either. Oh no, it's on the other page. It's over here. Number 28's there, but yeah, there's still a 19 for some reason. It's missing on mine.
It's in the middle one of the first page.
Yeah, that only goes 11 to 18 on what I'm looking at.
Then your bottom part of your PDF is gone.
I've got a very early PDF though. It's got old things that have been ratted out.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's a
fine.
19 is an auto pipe rifle.
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
cool. You find well, 22 is an auto pipe gun on mine, but that's fine. You find an auto pipe rifle, so that's a pipe gun.
That's an auto pipe gun, yes,
Yeah,
but
which
it's an auto pipe rifle.
Yeah, auto pipe rifle. So it's an auto pipe gun, which is a pipe gun but automatic. So it'll have
it's
the
a
burst.
rifle. It's a longer one.
And it's got a long stock to make it a rifle as well, yeah. So if somebody's going to be using that immediately, we will need to add it into their character sheet. So who wants to
Yeah,
take
I will
that?
do 95. I'll check all the stats for it.
Okay, you check them while I add it to your sheet then. So it's a pipe gun, but it's auto pipe gun.
Auto pipe
So-
rifle.
Yep, I know, but you're adding a thing. There's an actual mods thing here to do it. The auto pipe rifle. So it's small guns, agility.
Does it have the stock? Like where you it's
Yeah,
just a
it
normal
has a stock mod. So the qualities. What are the qualities? Schoon.
Hmm?
What are the qualities?
Yeah, I'm still looking. Because I can't really find the auto pipe rifle.
Just find auto pipe gun. It's an auto pipe gun with a stock.
Yeah, so I think the auto is a mod.
Yeah, auto's a mod. So just find pipe gun, and then.
Oh, well, then I can just look at what I have. It would attribute agility, damage type physical, .38 ammo, and the qualities close quarters and unreliable.
Close quarters. I
Fire rate 2.
So it loses the close quarters because of the stock.
Yeah, and I believe because of the stock, it will gain a better range.
Yep. So mods is here.
So you said automatic, right?
Yeah, auto.
Yeah, so
Auto
it gets
pipe
like
rifle.
yeah. So it's -1 damage,
I have to add it.
+2 to fire rate, gains burst, and gains the inaccurate.
It gains inaccurate.
Gains burst and gains inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that a rifle would be more
Sure, it
accurate.
doesn't
Even.
lose inaccurate or gains
No,
accurate.
that's what. No, that's what it says. Automatic, like the automatic mod.
Oh, automatic does that, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, because it was a burst, so it's like kind of
okay,
effect.
so it gains unreliable. It gains burst. What's the damage? How many damage dice?
And -1 damage dice.
Minus
So that
one.
would mean 2.
It's got 2 damage dice. The auto pipe rifle. You sure? It's going down.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's weird that it would be
Nah, it's
worse.
surely 3.
It's a rifle.
It's surely 3, right? So, add mods here. Where do we add mods? I need to remember where we add mods. In gear? Do we add it here? Yeah, weapon mods.
Yeah,
This is where you add it. So add long stock. This is how you do mods. I'm doing it on stream, like. So one, don't know what the weight of it is. Don't know what the cost of it is. So you put stock
Just +1
here,
weight.
prefix, nothing.
Yeah,
Perks.
it has but what you just need to come up with what stock it has.
Just a long stock, it's called. Mod effects.
Well, there you have the full stock, the marksman stock, and the recoil compensating stock.
And
I think
gets
it's a
And
full
as long as
stock.
it has a stock, it becomes a rifle. It gains two-handed, and it removes inaccurate.
and it
Yep.
removes inaccurate, and it gains
Yep.
two-handed, and it gets a range of +1. No, that's barrel that does that, isn't it?
Now the barrel mods
So you remove inaccurate.
increases this. Yeah, but it could be that it is because of a rifle that you also have a
And it
long barrel.
Gains two-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, long barrel is how you give it the range. Okay, so it gains two-handed and it loses inaccurate. So that's the mod for the stock. Now what I do is I go onto, so that's a long stock, or I could probably just call that a rifle stock.
And it adds one. Weight to it.
One weight, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's rifle stock. And what you do now is you go back to the gear. You go to the no, you don't go to gear. You go to core, and you go to the weapon there, and go to weapon mods, and you add it in here. Click the weapon mods thing,
Yeah.
and oh shit, sorry, and you add it here, stock, rifle stock, boom, and that then adds the qualities. That should take the
It
unreliable
only gets the rifle stock, not the barrel.
It's just the stock that turns it into a rifle.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the mod that makes it automatic? Is that a mod?
Yeah, there is a mod that says automatic for small guns.
Right. Okay. So back to the main core sheet and the weapon. Oh no, but you go back to the gear sheet.
Yeah, and automatic.
Weapon mods.
It takes away 1 damage. It adds 2 fire rate. You gain burst and inaccurate. But wouldn't it be because it's auto and a full stock that the inaccurate stays gone? That it.
Yeah, it's gone. That's what it takes away that stock.
So
You should
it's
cancel that out.
So which mod is this? Is this barrel capacitor, crack capacitor, dash fuel, grip,
It's
magazine?
a receiver mod.
It's a receiver mod. Okay.
It's a receiver mod and it's called automatic.
Okay. And what does it do? It applies burst.
-1 damage die, +2 fire rate, and gain burst. And I would say gain inaccurate is gone because of the full stock.
So yeah. So okay. So it's -1
It
damage.
adds +1 weight.
It adds 1 weight, 1 damage. It takes
And
1 damage off.
it also adds it adds cost, but I don't think you have to add the cost.
Does it remove any qualities?
No.
Okay, so it does -1 damage and it adds the quality burst. Okay, so we've got a second thing there. Now we go back to the core and we go to the weapon mods, and receiver, automatic.
Yeah, automatic.
There we go. Now has that
Did
changed?
you do the plus? Did you do the plus fire 2 rate?
No, I didn't. So I need to go back to that. You're right, Max. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
gear,
no problem.
Automatic,
+2 fire rate.
fire rate, +2.
Yeah, you lose the damage, but it's like, you could just like 2 bullets.
Okay, so +2 on the fire rate.
Well, that
Right,
means
now-
I can do 4 bullets instead of 2.
Yeah, so let's see how it looks written now. I think it's added. It's
It's-
added the prefix. Look, so it's now made it
Yeah.
an auto pipe rifle. So we need to change that.
Well-
so damage 2, fire rate 4. Yeah, it's done all that. Sweet.
But it does. You added a damage.
No, I took 1 down, so it's now got 2 damage instead of 3. A pipe gun has 3 damage. This one
Oh.
has 2,
Oh yeah.
and the range is still the same.
It. Oh. Yeah, the auto pipe rifle. Yeah, 2 damage die and it's 4 fire rate.
Yep.
Target number is the same as my pipe gun.
Yep.
And it's
Nice.
a tagged one, so yeah, I might
Nice.
use that one more
Nice.
often.
So it wasn't the energy weapon you were looking for, but was that your first Was that your first luck point you'd spent? Because it says you've only got 4 on your character.
I haven't spent a luck point.
Nice. Okay. So you've managed to get.
So I
a
could
new-
I could spend a luck point to try to find a energy weapon as well.
No, I gave you 1 roll from spending a luck point, so that was the roll you got. That's your
Oh,
your
okay.
thing that you found. So
Because I didn't spend a luck point, but then I spend that luck point. Okay.
So I've put all the random stuff, the road leathers. I've put all of that into your loot sheet. If anybody wants to take anything onto the character sheet, we can do that. But for now, the bookkeeping is done. Paperwork is done. What would you like to do next, guys?
Well, I'm saying we got the supplies. It's like, hey, dude, what
Oh,
what time
here's-
of day is
Here's
it?
the thing. One more piece of bookkeeping, because it's like 24 hours since you left home, since you left Diamond City. So the whole day has passed. So we need to take 1 food and 1 water off each of you.
Can we
I
not
don't
just
sleep or
take it
eat.
out of the supplies we've just found?
You could also do that, Chris. Are you going to do that?
Yeah, because I'm a super mutant and I'm just not going to listen. So if anyone tells me not to, I'm going to do it.
So what is it you're going to eat?
Okay, then I'll tell you not to. So that you do it.
It doesn't matter. It happens anyway. Like, I'm not going to listen to any of you at any point.
Exactly.
So are you eating
Well, it's like,
are you eating a unit of melon, corn, tarberry, melon juice, Brahmin milk? What are you having?
He looks like a Brahmin milk guy
He
to
does
me.
look like a Brahmin milk kind of guy.
Like a Brahmin
yeah,
milk guy.
build those strength. Yeah, build those strengths.
Brahmin milk and a bit of corn, I
Okay,
guess.
what's everyone else doing for food?
I don't know, because
I
he's
don't-
eating half of it, the fat fuck. Does he need both of
There's
those things?
10 units of each of these, the container that's there, and you also have your own personal supply. You don't have to eat Diamond City's food, but I'm not even going to go into Diamond City because I'm a fucking super mutant. So I'm not going to face any
But
fucking...
He was going to give you all citizenship if you completed this quest for him, Mayor McDonough. So
He's never met
Yeah,
me. I didn't go in.
that's true. You didn't go in.
exactly.
Yeah, well, I don't need to eat or drink anyway, so it's like, doesn't have to bother me.
So what are
I
human and
I
Argo
need
doing
to-
for food?
I need to eat something, and I don't think I've got. Yeah. So is there enough basically food and water for me to drink here?
Yeah, you could have.
Lovely.
Well, bear in mind you've got the Vault Tech canteen, and once per day, I think it is, you can turn 1 unit of dirty water into clean water. So every day you've got enough clean water for 1 person. So you don't really have to, because there's snow outside. You can always get dirty water. You don't really have to worry about water. That's one of the advantages of being a vault dweller. But
Sweet.
food
So
you
what
do
kind
need
of-
to worry about.
What food is left after one chow down?
Well, he's only
Well,
had
I
1
haven't
unit. There's still some melon, corn, tarberry, melon juice, and Brahmin milk.
Well, Oliver, we're forgetting one thing. You see Red Alert comes up with one of the bodies, goes over to her. You wouldn't want to eat this? I've been heard this is meat. Some people, your people eat it.
Holding up a human.
Yep. I heard there was called cannibals?
Yeah, we are not cannibals. Hank may be, but
What are you doing for food, Scoon?
I'm
'Cause
going for the
24 hours-
melon
You're
thingy.
having 1 unit of melon, okay? Okay, so Martin, what is the Vault Dweller going to do for food for a day? Because we've done 24 hours since leaving Diamond City.
I want to try the tar berries because I think they'll be rank.
Okay, so you eat 1 unit of tarberry. They're not the tastiest thing you've had in your life. You're used to quite decent food, having lived in the vault. They had a supply of non-irradiated food. Now, somebody want to look up what the irradiated level for each of these foods is? It's somewhere in a rule book. Or we could do that.
You did
Well,
tell us-
I
you
don't-
did tell
I
us
wouldn't
that
have any
before we
problem with
ate.
that.
We could do that later, unless you can find it quick, Scoon.
It doesn't matter for me unless
matter
I'm
for
going to
you.
fucking turn
You're immune to
into a
radiation.
different...
Scoon, you're immune to radiation.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
But how much red damage do I get? No, I need to rest in
You
radiation.
need to rest in radiation. Martin, roll me 1 damage dice. And if we get an effect, then then we'll look up if that food is irradiated or
Okay.
not. If you don't roll any effects, it's not worth looking it up.
Okay, so 1 damage dice.
Yeah, but you are eating food, so we do have to check.
So am I the only one who can get sick from eating food?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Right, so
There's
we
a
need to
effect.
look up.
I believe you
a
do have a
a
little,
little bit of radiation
So we
won't
need,
hurt you.
You do
It's
have
like a
a little
microwave.
resistance to it
so we-
because you have that clean living.
so we need to look. Oh yeah, you've got.
It's in your perks.
Yeah, in your perks somewhere.
Uh-huh. Let's have a look. Black Widow.
Traits, Vault Kids. Your healthier start to life at the
yeah.
hands of trained doctors and sophisticated autodocs mean you reduce the difficulty of endurance tests to resist the effects of disease. In addition, okay, so,
So, does that just mean I can't get sick as fast as you guys, but I can
need-
still get sick from radiation?
I need to try and find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to try and
Different.
find the radiated levels of each food. Do you know where that is in the book, Schoon?
It's behind the food. So with the
I'm trying to look.
items,
I should have eaten what was ever in a can, shouldn't I? Like spam or beans or something.
You'll be all right.
you go
Like
to
it'll be
equipment-
one or two radiation at most.
Yeah, it'll be 1 level or 2 levels at most. And
I
there's
feel
well,
victimized
drugs
as the
to
one
fix it.
female player who can't even eat fucking berries in a roleplay game.
To be fair, like you get radiation poisoning, you just go see
What
a doctor.
items did we
you'll be
have?
Okay.
or take Radaway. It was Tarberry I
Okay,
wanted to
yeah.
check.
what kind of?
Yeah.
Because some items of food and drink are irradiated, contaminated with radiation. Roll 1 damage die. If you roll an effect, you suffer 1 radiation damage.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's irradiated or not. That's what I'm now trying to find. It's not all
Which
foods are
one?
Tarberry.
Just fucking roll a damage dice, and if we
He's
get an
rolled-
effect, then
He's rolled it and he
We'll
got
give
one.
you one.
That's why we're
Which-
checking.
Well,
Which one, Oliver?
Tarberry, mate.
get one, take one.
Don't talk through him. I don't hear him. Oliver.
Tarberry.
Tarberry. Okay. Let's see. Tarberry. 1.
1. So you take 1 point of radiation damage. Now how
No.
radiation damage works.
It rolls 1 damage die.
Yeah, we did that.
And I did that, and
And
I
he
got,
got
one.
the face. So
Yeah, then it's 1.
how radiation damage works is it takes your maximum health down. So your maximum hit points is now
You suffer
7.
1 radiation, which ignores any resistance from equipment or armor.
Yep.
So you just get 1 damage.
Yep. So
Okay.
it's damage to your maximum hit points. So you're currently on 7.
Is it?
Okay.
Your max, yeah. That's how radiation damage works. It comes off your maximum hit points, isn't it?
Bye-bye. Mm.
You take 1 damage and your maximum goes down. I've got no way to write in brackets, but you've currently got -1 on your maximum damage from radiation poisoning.
Okay.
On your
I'm happy
maximum
with
hit
that.
points.
I'm gonna be a super mutant soon when I get radiated.
Yeah, so you are
Become
you're currently slightly irradiated. Your Geiger counter on your Pip-Boy is telling you that you need to get some Radaway in you. Radaway is the drug
Okay.
that just takes it away easy peasy. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Is there any of that in the room? They've just been
No.
eating they've been eating spoiled. They've been eating spoiled food.
I'll give you, if you spend a luck point, I'll give you a roll on a chems table then.
Nah, I've only got 1 luck point, Liz. I'm happy.
Okay.
I'll slowly die from eating food. At least
Okay.
I've got clean water.
Okay, anyone else doing anything in the bunker?
No, you see Red Alert starts packing some of the stuff up, and then just like, all right, let's head out.
Okay. Shall we do our navigation tests and try and make it back to Diamond City and see if we can complete the mission?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have to do navigation tests again. So let me just find
Survival,
that.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
endurance
yeah.
survival. There's a whole thing on how to do it. Let me just pull it up.
Didn't we get help with Martin's Pit Boys with that too, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
do
yeah,
I
so
get
there's a
some
whole-
mild
there's a whole
navigation.
thing
I
of
think that
doing it.
would take the difficulty down.
Takes the
for
difficulty
of
down,
one.
yeah. So I'm just finding it in the rules. So step 1 is journey difficulty. Is the journey along established routes between settlements? No. Are the PCs familiar with the area? I'll say kind of yes now. Is the area under control of a friendly faction? No. Has the group been given good directions, or do they know a prominent... Yes, because it's on your map now. Are obstacles in the path? Yes, so that's difficulty of 3. Difficulty of 3 becomes 2 because Evie's with you. So you've got an endurance, and so step 2, it's roll survival. Endurance survival.
Endurance.
Yep, with a difficulty of 2. But hang on, no, you don't roll it yet. You don't roll it yet. Decide journey speed. 2 seconds. I'm just getting my music started again. Decide
Yeah, I
journey
think we'll
speed.
just take the normal speed.
So that's normal. So do not change the duration and decrease the navigation. So your navigation test goes down to a 1 now, and you've got a complication of 2. Complication range of 2. Prepare the test. So it's endurance plus survival. And the other guys can assist with whatever is relative. So roll endurance survival first, Schoon. And you need 2 successes. No, you need 1 success. You got it down to 1, didn't you? That's 0 successes. Now, everyone can roll to assist. And if you want to use something other than endurance, something other than survival, you've got to tell me how you're doing it. Describe how you're doing to assist the test. Or
just click underneath my roll.
yeah, you can just click the thing, or you can just get lost, which will be fun.
Please, someone assist. And then you select endurance and survival.
I'm sexily talking to you to encourage you to do it. And I got a 1. My sexy talk maybe encouraged you.
And you're using athletics endurance, so you're using your physical prowess to keep the group going.
It only lets you pick like the main title. It doesn't let you pick anything else.
Right,
Like
okay.
it only gave me the option for endurance. So
Yeah, because it has to be an endurance test, but you can pick the skill. Okay, so you've got enough successes that you find your way. We're doing. Oh, that's more than enough successes. So, you don't get lost. You find your way back halfway. So you can do 12 hours. Now it was 24 hours to here, so now that's another 12 hours to halfway back to Diamond City. Now we have to do camping again.
Does that mean we have to eat again as well? I might be dead before we get back.
Yeah. Well, we're halfway through another day. We'll have to eat again soon. So, if you want to spend any action points during travel, no, there's no point. You've not got any. Well, saying that, remember, when you don't have action points, to spend action points, you can just give me action points. So, if you've got no action points and you want to spend some, you can. Now, if you spend 1 action point during travel, you can find an ideal campsite. If you spend 2 action points, you can come up with a clever plan to reduce the difficulty of your next navigation test by 1 for every 2 action points spent. That'll be for the second half of the journey. You can spend 3 action points for a lucky break, so you can safely avoid a random encounter that occurs as a result of a complication, but you didn't get any complications. And if you spend 3 action points, it's treasure from trash. You can find a scavengeable location. So would you
We
like
don't
to spend...
have any action points.
Yes, but you can get an action point when you don't have any by just giving them to me. So you can say, right, I'm going to give the GM 2 action points, and I'm going to get 2 action points and do this with
How
them.
many do you have?
I have 0.
Do we want to give him?
We'd only be...
I mean, this is for you guys. As like, I don't need to eat and sleep and drink, but it's like, I'm more worried about you guys surviving. So,
I mean, we're okay. Last time we did this, I think, right? We set up camp and etc. It was okay.
well, hey, could we camp at the same location before? I mean, like, the midway point.
Yeah. You found your way back there. So let's say you've got an ideal campsite without spending any action points, okay? And let's just put you onto a random...
Unless we broke it down, but...
But I guess we'd know where it is, roughly, right? I don't know if it was next to, like, a mountain. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's say you find your way back to your campsite you were at before, okay? Now, building campsites.
I think last time we did, like,
Tiers,
fire and shelter or something.
So difficulty 0 would be tier 1 where you can spend 2 common materials and you get 1 feature. Difficulty 2 is tier 2 and you get 2 features. Now that you've got enough uncommon materials, you could technically build a level 3 camp, which is difficulty 3 on the test, and tier 3 gives you 3 features. Features are these things you can add to a campsite. Those are campfire, shelter, comfortable bedding, cooking station, alarm site, clean site, concealed site, and defensible site. So,
last time we did the food one and the shelter, I think.
What tier of campsite would you guys like to build?
Luxury.
I mean,
Tier 19.
Yeah.
Tier 69.
well, we use one of
The
the
highest you can do
uncommons
is tier
to make.
3.
Yeah, we can use one of the tier 3
It would take
components.
it would take 2 uncommon materials and 4 common materials to make a tier 3, and it's a difficulty test of 3 to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up on you guys. I'm just gonna keep watch tonight.
I'll say it's
comfort?
because
Is
you're
it
camping.
comfort?
Because you're camping in the same site, I'll make your difficulty reduced by 1 for the tier. So your difficulty of the roll will be reduced by 1.
We need 2 successes.
For a tier 2 or for a tier 3. For a tier 3, you would need 2 successes because I'm reducing the difficulty by 1. So do you want to do a tier 3?
I would say try it at least.
Okay, so to try it, it takes 2 uncommon materials and 4 common materials.
And then survival.
And then it's survival and I think it's survival intelligence. Characters make a group intelligence test using appropriate skills to contribute to the building the site. So, so it's intelligence plus whatever. So,
Okay.
I will use survival because that's a tagged skill for me.
Yeah, so one person rolls, so you use survival intelligence, and then everybody else can roll to assist.
Okay.
Yeah, I would roll.
Go for it.
Come on.
Ooh.
2 successes.
2 successes.
So you managed to build a tier 3 camp without the assists.
Yeah.
So that you can have 3 features. What 3 features would you like to have?
We already had 2 in the last camp.
Yeah, and they were good ones. I'm sure it was comfort.
Comfortable bedding. You had comfortable bedding and shelter, I think.
Yeah.
You could have a campfire, shelter, and comfortable bedding. So you'll have protection from the cold exposure, protection from weather hazards, so you're not going to get any of those penalties, and you could have the well rested tomorrow again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Is there anything that gets rid of radiation? Can it build like a little medicine cabinet?
No, unfortunately not. So if you take those 3, right, everybody can heal their hit points back up to maximum.
Except me, I'm gonna do repairs on myself.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
gonna
have to
spend
do
the night
repair on
trying to-
yourself. So everybody else.
Do I get mine back because they're radiated, or can I not get them back because of the radiation?
You don't get 1 back, so you don't go up to the maximum. You go down to 1 under the maximum. You go up to 1 under maximum.
To heal your radiation damage, you really need Radaway.
Radaway, yeah.
Okay.
Or a doctor.
Yeah, well, we're going. If we can get back to Diamond City, that should be easily taken care of.
Yeah. Let's get you back to Diamond City by the end of the session so that we can finish the session with the end of the quest. But I am going to have to quickly run to the bathroom, so I'll just mute my microphones and stuff. And then when I come back, we will do the second half of the journey back to Diamond City, and we'll need to eat and stuff. So I'll be back in a second to talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
So do you reckon we'll level up after this then?
Well, I think either we might level up from this, or might level up next game.
Yeah.
I think he said it's like you got to do like a major quest and 2 little side quests and stuff. So I think we're doing is a major quest, and I think we've done maybe, I don't know if we did a side quest yet or not.
Or...
So
We only need 32 XP to a level. So with what we've killed and done, it might be enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Just so, yeah.
And I'm thinking taking a level in Gunnut.
And you will level up at the end of this session, whether you complete the quest or not. So if you complete the quest, yes, but if not, if we were doing it by number of XP, you would be leveling up, but narratively, milestone, you'll level up at the end of the quest also. So end of the session, either way, we're going to level up. Okay, so you have an undisturbed night of sleep. You've got shelter, so you don't suffer from any negative effects from the weather. You've got a fire, so you don't suffer any negative effects from the cold, and you have comfortable bedding once again. So you can all have the well-rested condition, which gives you that +2 maximum hit points until the end of the day. And we are now, that was another to night time, so we would have to do a unit of food again each. So what we're doing for food today?
Did we take the rest of what was left? Because you said there was 10 units.
Yeah. Well, I assume because you've got Evie with you, and it's her job is to get that. I assume you've got all that as well. I've not added that to your sheet, but you've got all that too.
So we can eat all the food that we found and we're fine, I guess.
No, if you eat all the food that you found, then Mayor McDonald's going to be disappointed because that's Diamond City's food for the winter.
What? 10 fucking rations?
10 of each. There's like 60 or 70 total because of it's like 60.
Oh, I thought like we were gonna have to do some fucking Jesus and loaf shit.
No,
and start,
so there's
like,
10 of these, 10 of
that.
this, 10 of that, 10 of this, 10 of that, 10 of this. So there's like 60 things or whatever.
Well, I think we should eat at least enough to subside. It's not like all of it. I just need one thing. I've got my water. I just need not tar berries again.
Okay, what are you going to eat then from the list of things?
I'm gonna ask for I'm gonna ask the people who ate. Was it delicious melon or I don't know what else they ate? Melon. Did anyone eat anything apart from melon? Corn.
Doesn't matter what I eat.
I shrug. I do not eat. Do not sleep. Do not breathe. He keeps walking.
No suggestions. I guess I'll try the melon.
Okay.
That's also irradiated because you're in a fucking nuclear wasteland.
I think it is roll 1 damage dice.
Well, unless there's something like in a can that, like it says spam.
It still will it be irradiated? Like nearly everything has a radiation, unless it's like purified water.
Roll 1 damage dice, Martin.
Again, I'm just gonna die across outside.
It's an irradiated wasteland. This is the fun part, that they've got all these different dangers.
But only I'm affected by it.
It'd be an easy RPG if we didn't have all these things. It's not an easy RPG. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be tough.
You should have just kept being a fucking super mutant, mate.
Well, I wanted to be nice, and now it's backfired, and now I'm a woman who's about to die.
And you've got 2 radiation damage now. So you have 2 points of radiation damage. I'm going to have to write a note here. So Ronnie, 2 points radiation.
Going back
you know what?
Even
though I wanted it to save it because it heals quite a lot, but I don't want to eat too much of Diamond City's food. I'm going to eat my iguana on a stick.
Okay. So that's a second unit of Diamond Cities. That's 3 units of Diamond City food been eaten so far. What's Tank eating this time round?
Melon.
So that's 4. Okay. You don't have to roll for radiation though, because you're immune to radiation from food. Okay. So we now have the navigation test again for the last part of the journey. What was the difficulty for the last one? It was 1, wasn't it? It'll be the same again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's the navigation check again, whoever our navigator is, please.
I would think I am because I'm best at it.
Yep.
Survival, endurance?
Survival and endurance, yep.
Yeah, the only problem is my endurance is only
Difficulty
a
is
5.
1. No successes. Would you like to spend
anyone
a luck
assist?
point? Or are we going to have an assist come through?
Where is thing? Roll to assist. You attempted to roll command. Looks like the value you selected token.
You have to click your token first before you
Click
do
the
that.
token first, right? Okay. Endurance.
Oh, didn't succeed, unfortunately. I'll try to help.
Hey, can anyone get us a
Survival.
Can anyone get us a success here, or are we getting lost in the wilderness?
So it's down to me.
It's down to
my
you.
survival.
It's down to
So
you.
is it survival and perception, or is it survival and something else?
Survival and or it's survival and whatever you can justify.
Well, I'm intelligent, so I'd imagine that I could try and figure out, like the nature, I don't know, the trajectory of where we came from.
Yeah,
and all
you can
that
roll. You can
stuff.
roll intelligence survival then.
Okay.
You need a success here, or you guys are going to get lost in the wilderness. Oh, you're only supposed
Oh,
to. You're only
that's
supposed to
bad.
roll one dice for an assist, but you failed on both anyway. So, would anyone like to spend a luck point and roll another dice?
Yeah, it's the end of the main quest, so
Yeah,
I'll
I
spend a
will.
luck
I
point.
did promise you a luck refresh if you complete the quest. Well, when
Yeah,
you level
exactly.
up, so
That's not too bad then.
when you level up, I'll give you a luck refresh. And if you complete this quest, get back to Mayor McDonough, you will level up. You will complete the quest. Okay, roll me a
Okay.
d20 then. Oof.
Nope. I tried.
Would anyone else like to spend a luck? I think Scoon, you said
Yeah,
you were going to.
I also did.
Roll a d20 then. Oh my days, boys! You're gonna get
Damn.
lost in the snow. I need to
I've
find
got
this.
one.
Is it-
Can I do one? Do we all get one shot to do it?
You
or
can
is that
spend.
it?
You have to
You have
spend a
luck
luck.
points.
Yeah, if you have a luck, you can roll a
I've got
d20.
I've got one luck point left. So.
Oof. Okay, this is to not get lost in the snow, and it's a good idea to not get lost in the snow.
So I just roll.
Is there a limit to how many times we can spin?
As long as you have luck
Come
points.
on! That's good, right? One is
There you go.
good.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that's a crit. That's
There
crit
you
success.
go. That is two. That's a crit, so it's actually 2 successes, but you don't gain action points from this. So,
Huh?
you managed to get your way back to Diamond City. So I'm going to move your tokens to another map, and we will.
Give Martin a high five.
This one.
So when you
Diamond
guys
City
all
in the
arguing
snow.
that you knew the right directions because you're mad, and I was like, no, it's just there. I can see the fucking building, and then
Okay.
that's how we got home.
So, you make your way back to Diamond City. The guards at the gates recognize you. They know that you're on this mission and they let you in. They open the gates to let you in and close the gates after. You all return to Diamond City.
They even open it for Tank.
Well, if Tank is with you, is Tank with you? So, if it's obvious that he's with you as a group, then they will let Tank in at this point. But, Tank, we need to decide. Are you going to appear friendly? Are you going to appear to be with this group? Or what are you going to do this time? No? You're going to stay outside Diamond City?
As soon as we get close to Diamond City, I veer off and just go on my own wee side quest.
Okay.
Killing bloat flies.
Okay, we might have to roll up something in between sessions then for what happens to you.
Does that mean he doesn't level? Does that mean he doesn't level up?
He will.
didn't
He will also
absolutely-
level up. He will also level up. So
He
what do
will
the rest?
not. He will just not become a citizen.
Yeah, you'll not become a citizen. So what do the rest of you want to do when you arrive back to Diamond City?
Seduce the super mutant to become a citizen with my womanly wiles.
You're gonna try and convince
I
him.
will.
Yeah.
I-
What do I have to roll? What do
No,
I have to roll?
it's not dice. It's social against another character.
Why am
it's
I
roleplay.
getting the feeling? Why am I getting the feeling that Martin is the Fallout equivalent to a D&D bard?
Little bit, It's
Pretty
charisma,
much.
charisma intelligence character, so kinda.
I want to seduce him to be a good citizen. I think that's a good use of my skills.
Well, there's no role for
You're
PvP.
seducing everyone.
PvP social roles is done by roleplay. There's no role for it, Martin. So you've got to convince him with your feminine charms. Convince Chris.
Just take my top off and make him follow the boobs. all the
I'm
way
gonna
to
start my
the-
game. I'll be right out there. Okay.
I reckon.
Okay.
Chris, does it work?
Do you like boobs?
What's he sitting here for a second? Okay. And since I'm
Trying
done,
to
we'll go, okay?
seduce me.
Yeah,
Well, in a
I'm gone.
he's gone.
polite
Sorry, he's
I'm
gone.
gone.
Okay, he's gone. What would the rest of you that are in Diamond City like to do?
I would like to do to helping our like my comrades out. I'm going to someone like a merchant or something to sell.
Are you not going to
the
Mayor
road
McDonough
leathers.
to finish the quest first?
Oh yeah, he will. It just after that, he's gonna sell off some of the stuff for them.
Okay. Well, we could do the
Can I-
selling of the stuff at the start of the next quest then, because that,
Okay.
when you go into the market in our next session, that's going to give me nice places to put in your plot hooks for your next quest, side quests and stuff.
Okay.
But if you want to finish this quest, it's a return to Mayor McDonough.
Can I ask him for like a
Yeah.
dog license for the mutant? Like something, like livestock,
You
so
want?
we can actually come inside.
You're gonna ask
We
Mayor
would
McDonough.
need a mutt hound.
Well, you're gonna ask Mayor McDonough for permission for your mutant friend to come in.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna say he's shy.
Okay.
Slash a bit of a dick.
Well, he has already promised citizenship to everybody that helped. So if you explain to him that he helped, then he's going to allow him citizenship. But it looks like Chris doesn't want the citizenship, so that's up to Chris. Right.
Oh well, if he doesn't want it, I'm gonna like. If it's a piece of paper, I'll be selling that. I mean, can you sell citizenships? Sounds like it would be very
maybe. So what are you doing? Are you going
It's
to see Mayor McDonough?
Yeah, go and see him, explain, and say there was someone else. Can we get? I don't know. How did the citizen work? Does he give us like a passport, or is he just say you're citizens?
He'll
and then-
just tell you you're citizens. But if you return to Mayor McDonough, he will receive the goods -4, which he will let slide because you guys need to eat.
I didn't eat the last time. I had my own.
Yeah, it was a total of 4 though, or a total of 3. So you guys have a base reputation rank of 2 with Diamond City. If it becomes 0 at any point, you lose your citizenship and get banished from the settlement, and you'll not be allowed entry until you find a way to raise your reputation again. So I've now to adjust your base reputation based on the following outcomes, or make a group settlement reputation, considering these as positive or negative influences. So recovered the supplies. If you chased off or defeated the scavengers and returned with the supplies, increase your settlement reputation by 1. If you dealt with the raiders, so if you killed the raiders at the bunker and bring back proof to McDonough, now you've brought back their road leathers, their pipe pistols, so you have got proof. He will give you an additional 150 caps. So 37 caps each and 2 left over into the party. So everybody add 37 caps to your sheet. I'll add 2 to the party. In fact, everybody add 38 and we'll take the 2 that's out of the party. So that's now 0. Everybody add 38 caps to their sheet.
So that is
Well,
38.
Everyone add 38 to their sheets, but I'll put 38 in the group caps because that's actually Tank's money. But he's not here, so I'll put it in your group purse. That's Tank's money. I'll put a brackets on it.
The human can handle my money.
All right, okay.
Okay, that's good. Give me the money then.
So another 38 caps for you, Martin. You can add another 38.
Sweet. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna buy a little purse that I put his money in.
Now I have actually went to the trouble of drawing this thing. I'll drag you down to
I
it.
am inhuman. I'm a normal man.
Get another 30.
You're a ghoul.
Now you'll notice this.
No.
Do you see this sheet I've just moved you to?
Yeah, it looks like a sheet that we would use. Oh no, I can see it now.
So your reputation here now
City.
becomes 3. And that's not neutral, that's good. So this is where
that's a big population for Diamond City.
so this is where we track your settlement reputation. So you now got a good reputation in Diamond City. 3.
Should the food supply not also go a bit up? Because we brought them food.
You know that would have went down if you didn't bring that back. That's including that stuff. Okay, so you've returned to Mayor McDonough. You've gave him his food. He's paid you 150 caps. Now, possible next steps for you include, but well, I've got some plot hooks for you next session. But possible next steps for you include meeting locals and purchasing supplies in Diamond City to survive the winter. We know you don't have much food. Exploring the Commonwealth and building alliances with other settlements. And there's a couple of side quests that could come in. Here, just a quick show of hands. For if you were to say, for example, if you were to do a side quest next, would you like to do one of the ones from the campaign, or would you like to do one of Oliver's own homebrew ones?
Bro.
That's
I
one
want to see how
vote
you
for
fuck.
homebrew.
I want to see how you fuck Chris over next 2 weeks.
One vote for homebrew. Published or homebrew, guys? Max, you're muted.
Homebrew would be good.
2 for homebrew.
Yeah.
3 for homebrew, Chris.
Homebrew that sounds fun.
Sweet. Okay, so I'll try to get a plot hook in for a little homebrew side quest next session. But with the completion of the train job, you will all level up to level 2. Congratulations, you all gain 1 hit point, 1 skill, and 1 perk. And with that,
Nice.
we'll end today's session. So that was session 2 of Winterbottom for Fallout. We will return in 2 weeks today as level 2 characters for session 3. So, Skoon, Max, Chris, and Martin, thank you all very much for playing. To my viewers on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. I'm RX Oliver, this is the gang. Stay safe, stay warm, or stay cool, however your weather's treating you, and remember, war never changes. Peace.